long that I keep my fire. I can't wait to hit a little night, yeah. And it pretty much will be a very special Bimma for me, yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shake a hand at me, yo. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let these folks know what's on my Bimma list. Dear Santa, what's up? Where the ho-ho-ho's at? I got to work and I got to pop, but you still ain't brought my stove yet. I've been the trap bread miss in 12th grade, been on another list in my 12th age. If I don't get what I want in 12 days, I'm at the North Pole with my 12 gauge.
BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football to NBA and college basketball, NHL to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, all caps, for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here. Gregory, do you have anything to add?
Please bet responsibly. All right, Ruby, you ready?
Let's do it.
You sure? All right.
I don't have an intro for myself, so I'm just going to say Ruby.
You don't have to have an intro for yourself.
Okay.
All right, let's do this podcast mode because I'm sluggish. Work was
What would
whack.
your intro be if you had to come up with it on the spot?
Hi.
I would probably do that because, like, I don't feel like I'm a sneaker enthusiast. I'm just a sneaker
Hey, you love saying that.
podcast friend. That's it.
I mean,
Sneaker
I
enthusiast.
have worked in the industry for a long time.
That still do, but
That's what I'm saying, for a long
Yeah.
time.
yeah, no, I don't know what it would be.
I'll give you an intro. Yo,
Okay.
Sneak This Podcast, episode 376. George, Greg, special guest in studio. Is this the second time or third time you've been on the show?
Third time, but second in person.
First time on the phone.
Yep.
Second in person
Yep.
with bad audio.
Oh, yeah.
Third time in person with
Whose fault was
bad
that?
audio.
It was my fault.
You're a fool.
We forgot to turn the thing on. We had to do half the podcast with camera audio.
Oh, that was here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't
Yeah.
even remember you were here when that happened. I always, every episode now, do that, what I did, the rigmarole when I come in. Hey, Greg, this on.
Dang.
We have no choice.
You still forget.
We have Ruby Lopez in the building.
Hello.
That's all we got, George.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we got. huh?
I mean, you don't got the board, so.
Best friend of the show.
You don't have the board this time? Dang.
Not this board. It's at my board at the house. I don't know how to use this one like that. But we got Ruby in the building. We appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. Ruby, appreciate you pulling up, coming through, spending time with us on these holidays.
Of course. Who else is going to check y'all? Well, you. I'll be like, every time I listen, I'll be like,
People love talking
Check
about
me for
me
what?
on this podcast.
Because of Canada?
You know what's
Canada
funny?
can kiss my anus.
Man,
Period.
all the messages I've been getting from Canadians, one of them is the homie, though, and I didn't even open it because I was just like,
Ooh.
I saw the preview and it was like 3 guys from Phoenix talking about it. Shout out to my dog,
Stop
John.
saying from Phoenix, okay? Not you. You people. We ain't from Phoenix, buddy. Ben Baller said that, and now y'all taking it out of... No, we are not from here. We live here.
We live here, but we've been here a very long
I was
time.
gonna say,
So we may as
not
well be
consider
from
it.
here.
I'm not from Phoenix.
Fair.
I like Phoenix, but Phoenix is not Los Angeles, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Nobody
It had to be said.
Well, we got followed by a couple Toronto rappers.
And Raptors.
And I didn't follow them back because they're probably about to DM and say something crazy. So
You should let them.
I try to follow back a lot of people, but like once you reach a certain limit of followers, it won't let you follow nobody back.
Really?
So then I went and deleted a bunch of people that I follow that are inactive and whatever, and then I could start following people back. So anyway, so all you Canadians,
Yes.
I'm not saying nothing. You know what's funny? I didn't even say anything. You were the one talking the most about Canadians. All I said was Canadians telling other people what to do.
But
Like,
fam,
don't tell
it's
me
not-
what to do.
It's not new. I have pictures from like, how long ago was that picture? 10 years ago, flipping off the Canadian sign. Like, what do you want from me?
Dang, I missed this part of the episode.
You know, like, what do these Canadians want? Like, if you're a longtime listener, you already know. Sogjig and other man, what's his name? Daniel? The other cat I told you about a long time ago who lives in Canada and like have good rapport with. They know I'm joking. So it's all in good fun.
First of all, everybody in Canada should know we're joking. This podcast is a joking podcast, all right? We take nothing serious. Dude. Don't come in for no facts. Don't come in for nothing, all right? We talk, first of all, Ruby knows us very well.
Right.
How George and I talk off camera is the same way we talk on camera. The exact same way. So it's not even new. Like, it's nothing new. Now, off camera, I dress different. I wear work clothes, don't I?
Yes. You look very Parisian, right? How's that how you say it?
Maybe, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. You're the fancy one. Parisian.
Parisian.
Yeah, all right. But you're going back, right?
I'm going back in July.
Must be nice. Everybody going back except me. And I'm from there.
What else are you doing? Aren't you going to like Italy or something?
That's the plan, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to take everybody somewhere. So
Got you. Well, you're going to be in Milan.
Japan is in October too, so
must be
add
nice.
that to the list. Flights are actually pretty cheap right now.
If I go to Japan, I'm not coming back. I'm living there.
Fair.
Why?
Fair.
Because I like their culture, though.
What do you like about Japanese culture?
Everything.
Give me one example.
What is there not to like? The sign of respect you get when you walk down the street.
Yes, they see you and they just bow.
I didn't say me. All humans.
Okay.
All humans, yeah.
Like this. When you walk down the street, that's how it is.
They don't do that.
Respect. Yes, they do.
They go like this.
Same
You're not
thing.
going like this.
Same gesture, two different ways.
We're doing
You do know the food is fire, so I mean, I don't even need to say that.
You don't
Would
eat
you guys
sushi
eventually
or fish.
go to?
Buddy, I eat sushi.
Would you go to a game out there?
What kind of game?
Baseball.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What kind of game?
I've thought
I'm
about
thinking
it.
like they got something else. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've thought about it because it's in March, but then the Tokyo Marathon is usually March, April.
My cousin runs the Tokyo Marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them cats out there might be in the U.S. eventually, so why not go watch them when you can?
Of course, I'd love to go watch a game out there. I'm trying to get to Japan.
Yeah.
Rocio don't want to go. All right, she don't want to go to any country, Asian country like that, China, nothing like that. No, she thinks that like they won't let us come back. So.
Well, no, they'll make you come back.
Right.
They don't allow dark-skinned people to stay.
Probably. We're doing top 10.
Their culture is very homogenous. Let's just put it that way.
Which one, Chinese or Japanese?
All E's.
We're doing top 10 Christmas shoes to us.
Yeah.
Did you make a list?
I did.
You make a list, George?
Nope, but I'm going to make one right now.
Man, what's up with you? I
I
sent
don't
the
have
list
time.
early in the morning so you can make the list.
Is that mine? Where's yours?
Yeah, that's yours.
All right.
Yeah, that's yours.
Well, I made my list.
You might have said it yesterday, but I didn't have time, buddy. It's too busy right now.
All right, man.
I did put that application in yesterday, though. Hey, you should be proud of me.
Hey, you applied for a job?
So did I recently.
Oh, really? Did you tell me about that
Uh.
at the thing? What was that, Thanksgiving?
Okay. Yeah, but which one was it?
Well, I don't remember.
This one was new. I think I
was
applied
sick. I don't remember
when I was
anything.
Back in Portland. Moet had a job.
Ooh.
So I'm going to need anybody a friend of the podcast to make that referral.
They're owned by Louis Vuitton, right? Or, okay, I was like, I thought that was part of the same company.
And it would be in New York.
Hey.
Yeah.
And you would live in New York?
Absolutely.
You know who else lives in New York?
I should never told you.
That's why I don't be telling people secrets. See, let me tell. Hold on.
First of all, that's content for the pod.
Hold on.
Yeah.
They
That's
said
fine.
no,
Right.
there's not even nothing
That's fine.
in that.
That's fine. But see, there's only a few people I'll tell secrets
I don't
to.
tell nobody.
Hold on. There's only a few people I'll tell secrets to, and George is an honorable mention only
Right.
because George would do every single thing to come as
Honorable
close.
mention?
George would do every single thing to come as close
Yeah.
as possible
Nah.
to saying it before actually saying it. Yeah, you
Nah,
would.
don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
Don't do that.
You do everything as close as possible without actually saying it.
That was funny.
To be
Second.
fair-
That's fine.
See? Exactly.
Yeah, but you keep everybody on the edge of their seat.
Right.
What
I don't
What
think
does that
anybody
even
would be able
mean?
to make the tie.
Nobody's
so.
gonna make the connection, but we made the connection. It
Right.
made me go, hey.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Yeah, they're like, all right.
No, it didn't.
That-
That's not top 1,000 worst things I've said on this show.
Exactly.
I just said.
That's true.
I
That's
just
the
said.
point.
I just said it's not top 1,000.
I
just said ease a second ago. I was a little bit overboard. All right.
Also, no one knows my business, which is why I don't tell you my business.
I don't expect people to tell me anything.
I ain't telling nobody business.
I don't expect anybody to. There's like that's the thing about like just maybe it's American culture, but like people expect you to tell them your stuff so they can know. Like the whole. We expect the media to do a crazy investigation because we need to know and people have carried that to their personal lives. I don't expect anyone to tell me anything.
Yeah.
If you tell me something, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
That joke was funny.
That
Come
joke
on.
was funny.
Sure.
Come on.
We all laughed at that.
You just a second ago told me I'm honorable mention and you trying to be best man in the second wedding. Look at you, buddy.
Oh, no, you definitely honorable mention. No. I got a top 3. Though. You ain't made it that yet, so don't do that.
That's crazy.
So don't do that. My top 3 is Nareda, my sister-in-law.
That's fine.
Number 2 is Chris Smith, White Chris with Budweiser, not my Chris.
Nah, you can't. Nah.
No, facts. Because I know if something went down, he act like it never happened.
There's not
That's
another
facts.
white person on this planet you could put above me.
No. White Chris, Nareda, and Willis.
Chris don't talk. That's why.
And Willis.
He
And
don't
Willis,
talk.
And Willis.
Like he can't say anything if he never says anything.
And Willis. And that's the point. And Willis. I'm going to mention you and my brother-in-law, Edgar. I'm mentions.
Don't do that.
You can get into the top 3, but you got to put some work in. Huh?
Get into the top 3,
Right.
buddy.
That should be automatic.
Buddy, what are you
That should
talking
be
about?
automatic.
Why?
No,
Aren't you best friends?
now, number 1, that's fine. No one's superseding the radar. That's fine. But the other ones up for grabs.
Willis up for grabs?
You put him 3rd. That's not my fault.
No.
You did in any
second.
order?
He's second.
You didn't say that.
I couldn't think of his. I just couldn't think of the name at the time.
That's your fault. You didn't mention him. He should be mad at you now. Though.
Nah. Well, we're doing top 10 Christmas sneakers too. Well, yes, we've probably done this before, but it's probably done this like first year
I
we
tried
did
to
this
find
podcast.
it. I tried to find it for like ideas.
Yeah.
And all I found was a top 5 in episode 39.
Top 5 Christmas. That's all we've ever done.
That's crazy.
Really?
But you know
Nah.
what I did find?
What? Tell me.
So you know how that recent episode
Sure.
we did top 10 possible Christmas shoes? We had literally did that 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did possible.
And I didn't even, I was like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I remember doing that because I thought about doing it again, and I was like, but I feel like we already did this. Like top 10 shoes possible, but they weren't Christmas themed, but possible shoes for Christmas.
How do you come up with these top 10s? Because I feel like when you asked me, I was like, I don't even know what else you guys.
Well, it was
haven't
much
done
easier
to-
in the as
Yeah,
we
that's
built up,
fair.
but now
Yeah.
it's like I
It's
can't think
hard.
of nothing anymore. Like I feel like we've done movies, like there's other movie things that we
Yep.
could do.
The
'Cause I think even.
The sad part is when someone gives him an idea and they're all excited about it, yay, and he's like, "We've done that like
Right.
3 times already. Go back to
Go back and
listen to the
watch
other
it.
Well,
episode."
Kat is like, yo, have y'all done top 10 Jordan 1s?
To be fair, if somebody is new to your podcast, though, within
Yeah,
the
I
last
get it.
like 2-3 years,
Ruby.
you have 300 plus episodes.
Yeah,
If we,
I'm
if
not going back and.
I know that,
listening to
but
all of
Ruby,
that.
if you start listening to this podcast, episode 250, and you go, yo, have y'all
Listen.
did top 10 Jordan 1s?
Hold on a second.
Do some deduction here. Like,
Okay. The first episode you should listen to is the most recent episode. The second episode you should listen to is episode number 1. And then outside of that, have fun. But the most recent episode, if you want to talk about this one or the one before, and then episode 1, and you will laugh your ass off just based on what it sounded like at episode number 1 versus now. Like,
True.
we're going to talk about that
buddy.
because
Maybe you should do your top 10 episodes.
I don't even. That's a good idea, but I don't even know if I can remember.
it would be episode, what we on 367?
I know what would be on my bottom 10 episodes. Rest in peace.
73.
You didn't even hear what I said.
I did hear
when
it.
you listen to it tomorrow, you gonna be
I
like,
heard
"Oh
it.
You're
my
never gonna
god!"
let that go.
I'm going to let it go.
I said, "Rest in peace."
I'm going to let it go. But you know what? Talking about this show, and then watching Bimma's show, because I didn't watch it
Oh, you
when it
watched
happened.
it?
I watched it
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're going to get to it and talk about it.
Okay.
So it's a dramatically different type of show.
Well, he doesn't have a show. That's the thing.
We'll talk about
Okay.
That's the man who got upset. That was his name, right? Yachty Head.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Yachty got upset at him.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Pickups. Ruby, you got anything recently? Pickups?
Hiccups.
Recently?
For myself, I'm an Ultra Boost girly through and through now. So I got some new Ultra Boost. Clear.
Hold on. Have you
They
got the
do-
new model Ultra Boost yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I just saw it in hand for the first time the other day at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Really?
And I sent them a picture on the thread. I said, these shows are all right.
They also have ones with a gum bottom. I almost bought them. Gum bottom with a blue stripe, which I would wear to like spring training.
Yeah.
Those would be good ones. I'll send you a picture of those.
You got
And
those or
then
you saw?
I didn't get them
Oh, okay.
because the pair that I got when I was back in Portland was white, and it was like a icy blue white. But I was like, I don't need 2 white pair of shoes right now. So especially if one of them, I was like, oh, these would be good for spring training, which I can't go to any spring trainings in Portland. So like, I'll wait.
You come here.
And then again, Ultra Boost through and through because I'm a runner. So I got some new Ultra Boost 5X for running because I'm running a half marathon in April. So I'll start training for that here soon. But then I also hit on those new Bape Adidas, one on Confirmed. And then Wilson picked up my other pair for
which Bape?
I don't know how to say the name.
Rivalries?
No.
Or rivals, I mean?
They're not rivalries.
The
purple and blue pair.
The purple, the
yeah,
yellow and blue.
And the yellow and blue.
What's that model called? Oculus or something?
No, it was like
Something
some
with
type
a
of O. Yeah, OR or something.
Let me see. Bape. Adidas. And just type of O.
OR.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Orketro?
Oketro? Have you heard that before?
Oketro?
Oketro? Yeah.
He know I don't care about no Bape stuff.
It's Adidas sneaker.
Yeah.
No, but it's Bape. Like, I mean, some of the stuff is cool, but like,
The model is Oketro.
The model is cool. I like the model.
Orketro?
I feel like you would wear those.
how do you spell it?
I like the model. I just feel like the blocking they
O-R-K-E.
did with the coloring.
ORKE.
What color did you get?
I got both players.
So you got the green, yellow, and the purple one? Mm-hmm. The green, yellow one is fine. The purple one is
I mean, that's a good like winter color. For
It's like
sure.
mixing brown and black together. Purple
mean,
and
that's
navy?
like a dad shoe
No,
model.
it's not. It's purple and like a maroon.
Yeah, purple and maroon together?
It's actually really nice. So yeah, so I hit on the maroon pair on Confirmed, and then shout out to Wilson Archive, right? That's the store's name. He went and got the blue pair for me
Okay, these are
because I was in Mexico.
Oh, these are fire?
Okay. Now,
okay.
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to disrespect the brand. But
Not while I'm sitting here.
I'm gonna just go,
Peter,
Not
right
when
on the
I'm
line.
sitting
I'm
here.
I'm
as close as he possibly can.
I didn't say anything. I said I kept it in.
As
Pause.
close as he possibly
Right.
Don't
can.
do that. Don't
Right.
do that.
As close as he possibly can.
I'm sure Hannah got you a New Jersey, one that
Don't-
you ripped.
Yeah, I
try
don't
to
know what
turn it to
happened
a
with
V-neck.
that.
Right.
Actually, that came in the box.
But that's it. I really don't be buying shoes like that anymore. It sucks.
It sucks.
No, these are fire though. But after the show, I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna say.
Fair. Okay.
George, you got anything? I'm asking you. What did I buy?
You really don't be buying anything either?
If it shows up in the box, I still
Yeah.
have the items that I still own at home that should have long been gone, but the boxes are destroyed.
Right.
Shout out to homie. That's kind of funny.
I need to see this box.
Listen, content creation, all right?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind
Yeah.
because he got mad last time. Content creation.
He said he wasn't mad.
Don't,
but
well, he said that after the fact. The boxes are destroyed, all
Yeah.
right? I call it an accordion for a reason, but it's content creation. The shoes that I still own. Now, black cement 4s, leather, I'm probably keeping because I sold the other ones. But, and military 4s are absolute flames, but I don't need that shoe.
Yeah.
Where am I going to wear that shoe to? That would have been gone long ago if the box didn't look like it came from the trash compactor.
Yeah.
All right. That and then the other Jordan 1 that we just got most recently,
fire.
the blue one, low, whatever.
Yeah.
Fire. Don't need it.
When did you decide you don't need a Jordan 1 low anymore?
Right.
It depends what it is. I told you that one that what's the one that's coming out? Nigel, right? Is that the
Oh,
one?
yeah.
That one, because already they've done other picks that are reverse of the first pick.
I think that's a second colorway.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, I think there's two.
Don't do that.
Do you wear all your shoes? No?
No way.
What's
I
the
got way
percentage
too
of
many.
you? I was going to say, what's the
Way too
percentage
many.
of you?
I've been
actually
wearing. Twice recently. I worn Weatherspoons though. which is kinda
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, but the
Nice.
problem, probably also the problem for me is when I take shoes out, I don't put them back.
Yeah.
So then they just end up all over the house.
Yeah.
And I don't think Hannah appreciates that.
That's how my Bad Bunnies are because I hate putting them in their boxes.
Which Bad Bunnies?
All of them. Except for the blue ones that we just got.
I wear those every
Yeah.
single weekend.
I'm still trying to get the white pair. I just don't want to pay for them, so I'm hoping.
They're not that much, are they?
No, but I didn't pay for the blue pair, so.
Oh, you trying to get for free?
Yeah.
Oh.
How many people were at what you call it, by the way?
Where?
when you was up the street from my house. Because that table looked like it was about at least
44?
50 people.
No, it was about maybe
like
15, maybe.
Sheesh.
We was partying. I had my Ralph Lauren tuxedo shirt on. You don't know nothing about that. Shout out to my Uncle Willis, man. Happy birthday to my dog. Releases, George. You want to do releases
See
today?
how he
Did you get any pickups?
He was like, you don't know nothing about that. You see how
That's
he did?
crazy.
You don't know nothing about that. No?
Messed up, huh?
You know, if you were a little bit nicer, you could have got invited. And with the global ambassador, I've never been a global ambassador.
Hannah told me I need to
guess
go
I'm
there.
number 16 then.
I was just about to say that too. I was
Global
like,
ambassador is
Hannah told me I need to go.
fire.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't even been there. It's up the
Yeah.
street from my house.
I haven't walked into a place and been in like, and I couldn't tell you the last time.
Really?
Like, I walked in and like, and I'm feeling like, yo, this place is crazy.
Wow.
Had a live band over there singing Usher and
Okay.
Alicia Keys and everything, and they was jamming. They're like a
Was
jam
it
session.
on the roof or
No, well, they got a rooftop thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was man, that place was fire.
I need to check it out.
Lamborghinis, everything out there. Huh?
Well, didn't Hannah
the
say
Sun's
that?
facility
I was
right
going to
next
say.
door? So
Buddy,
sure.
I'm just telling you the vibes, all right? Had Willis had a little table reserved over there in the corner. We was over there chilling. Whiskey on the rocks. On the rocks.
Those
all
vibes
right?
are too high for me.
Huh?
Those vibes are too high for me. If you catch my drift,
Espresso martinis, if
Oh, I
you
need
please.
to go. I need to go.
Fire.
I have so many people I still have to connect with while I'm back. So maybe tomorrow. Because my first thought when I wanted to go out was go to Hanny's because Hanny's used to be a staple.
Hanny's still a staple.
It's
to
still
me.
a staple?
To me.
Yeah.
I ain't been in a while, but it's still a staple.
That
I
was
love
a staple when I was
Hanny's.
here.
Pickups.
I feel like you got a lot. I've been seeing some orders.
That's for Christmas gifts, though. No, I ain't got nothing. Nothing I don't think of. I think I bought some hoodie or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
he didn't know last week either. He just said a bunch of stuff showed up.
I don't know,
All
man.
right, buddy, get your life in
I
order,
feel like
huh?
a creep every time
Talking
I
about
look at those
Lamborghinis and
orders.
you don't know what's showing up at the house. Look at you,
What are you talking
trying
about?
to tell me to figure my life out.
My life is figured out. Like I'm figured out. Do I got some issues? Sure.
Yeah,
But
We
you
all
got,
do.
You got a big thing coming up, apparently.
like what? Tell me.
don't look
Nah,
at me.
go
Tell
ahead.
me.
Since you like get on the edge of your seat, go ahead and
No,
tell
you
me.
told me.
What
So
is
we
it?
selling secrets on the
No, go
podcast.
ahead.
No, I ain't went.
No, go
We
ahead.
can talk about it afterwards.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, we can talk
What's
about
the first letter?
First letter.
Go ahead, tell me.
J.
Oh, I didn't get that job. No.
What?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. The
What happened?
Right.
goofies. They, we're going to go with the other person. Huh? Fam,
Who was it?
I'm not saying on here.
Oh, I guess you
But
can tell me.
let me tell you something. There's the questions to that interview. They were like, "Oh, you got number 2." Yeah, thank you very much.
Useless
I got
information.
about-
Number 2, what? Like overall?
Overall.
Yeah, like,
he was
you're the
second in
runner-up.
line. Runner-up. That's crazy.
I'm sitting there like, there's no way this person was able to answer those questions. Zero, because I'm flawless in interview.
Okay, that's why you don't want to say it.
I'm flawless in an interview, and even like 1 or 2 of them had me like thinking a little bit more than I typically do. And I go, there's no way. I got this on lock.
Right.
Like I've supervised legit triple digits people. I've interviewed and hired probably triple digit people. And there's no way this person has a bunch of experience to me. This person's not even like 25. I'm like, huh?
That's crazy.
There's no way. But I'm like, whatever, man. Vibes. Just let the vibes roll.
2025 better be a better year for sure. I was
better be
telling
a better
him,
year.
like 2 people on my team, we're not gonna go into details about it, but some people have gotten some promotions that have been there after me, and they have to come to me for questions. So it's crazy that they got promotions within the almost 3 years that I've been there.
You say you going to hang out with Bernard anyways, though. So Bernard, how you say his name?
Oh, yeah.
Bernard Arnault?
But Bjorn.
Oh, you don't even know? You French.
Oh, Bjorn.
No. Don't say that.
But no-
You're French.
Oh, well, but I already told you I said no to that.
Oh, I thought you said you have it coming up.
No, I said no to.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you
so-
said you have it coming up. I
No.
was too busy focusing
No.
on my joke.
No to Germany. Although, and he's crazy. I said no to it the week of
No, I'm
the
talking about the
election.
thing you said about New York.
a different one.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean,
if I can get an interview for sure. If not, I'll look.
I thought you were saying you already.
No,
got
I
the
applied.
interview.
No, I
said
applied.
no to Germany.
Yeah, I said no to Germany.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that would have been for Adidas though.
That would
right?
have been for Adidas. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about what you just mentioned a little while ago when I had to get my joke off.
Yeah.
See, now I'm not saying business or nothing like that, but see, there are certain things, and I always tell people this exact same thing. I would take a pay cut for something that could open more doors later.
Ooh.
Me. All right.
I think in private business, yes. In where we work, nah, because you can get a job coming from, buddy. You could be a secretary and get a management. It makes
Okay,
no
so-
sense. Now, I'm not trying to hate on people that's secretaries. That's not the point. I'm making. But like the job that's coming up that I'm applying for, there's no way there's one singular human on this planet who is more prepared, could do the job better, whatever than me. I almost guarantee you they're not going to give it to me.
But there's a reason why they wouldn't give it to you though.
The only reason would be if they're buddy with
That's
other
the
person.
reason.
Yeah, but that's how the whole city of Phoenix is though.
So back to what you
Yeah,
said.
you used to work there too. You know how it is.
Yeah. I think I would go back for sure. It would have to be like a director or higher.
Benefits.
Benefits, definitely. But I get good benefits now
Yeah, forget that.
too. Like they give out good benefits.
I ain't like a pension and stuff like that.
Fair, but by the time I can retire, you think that pension is going to be available? Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. They
Yeah.
reorganize how they do things. Like the employees that come in now don't get anywhere near the benefits that the grandfathered in employees
sure.
get. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to what you said, because part of the reason I said no to Germany was that the pay was definitely lower than what I'm making now for promotion too. And I couldn't come to terms with it at all. Especially if
Hold on.
I moved to
Okay, now it's like 10,000 lower at top out or at starting.
at starting.
So you couldn't even negotiate.
No, that was gonna they weren't gonna negotiate because it was not, from what I was told, it was higher than what they normally would have offered, but still not max, but still
Oh,
lower
really?
than what I'm making now. And everybody, like the caveat too, it was like, oh, well, cost of living is cheaper there. But in my mind, if I'm moving to Germany by myself, like I'm gonna be traveling all of Europe, so it would cost me a bit more to just be there and still make less than what I'm making now for promotion. But one of the big things is why people go to Germany is because the opportunities are there. Like you can definitely get a new role within a year, 2 max. So,
That seems like the thing to do, though.
but can I live in Germany?
Yes, you could.
If Portland was
Okay.
already a drastic change for me, Germany would be an even bigger drastic change.
Well, hold on now.
But you've been there,
Wait,
though,
wait,
right?
wait, wait.
Like,
No.
Oh, I thought the company flew you there.
No.
Hold
mm-mm.
on. That's irrelevant because
What do you mean?
hold on, if they were giving you what you wanted to make, you would have made it work.
I would have tried to make it work, but I
You didn't
think
want to go to Germany then.
No, I do wanna go to
hold on,
Germany.
hold on,
That's
hold on.
always been-
Back up. Like, was it a length of time requirement, or you could just?
if they if they relocate you, there is like a length of time requirement
so that's
just because obviously the
if they
visa
force
stuff,
you to stay somewhere, like.
but also like relocation wise, right? Like even when I moved to Portland, like I had to be there at a minimum 18 months because otherwise I would have to pay when I was applying for the Dodgers role,
Still,
right? Like the
United
Dodgers.
States of America, your cell
Yeah.
phone works here. Like, I mean,
Right.
they're still like.
Yeah, but going.
I know what you're saying, but
Okay.
I'm saying but my whole point is if you're forced to, like, if they make you sign a contract for a certain amount of time and it's more like that's. The pay is not the only factor. The country's not the only factor. There's also a contract factor. So it adds
contract-
a caveat.
It's not a contract, but like you do agree to say if they relocate you and you decide to leave within a certain period of time, you pay that relocation sum back. That's all.
How many places do they have like corporate positions or whatever? Like not, in the warehouse.
So
or
outside
whatever,
of
you know?
like,
Is it just
hubs, like region market hubs.
okay?
Outside of Germany, we have Amsterdam, Panama, Bogota, and then all of the Asias, right? And then Dubai.
Okay. I would not have guessed it was that many.
Yeah,
different
there's
places.
quite a few. I think
Where there's like corporate offices type business going
Mm-hmm.
on. That's crazy.
yeah.
See that I understand it, but The reason why you're saying, like, you're like Germany, like, I don't know if I can
Well,
live in Germany. And
so,
I'm like,
and
I didn't know that was an issue.
Hannah's
talked to
cousin
people-
lives there. He loves it.
And I talked to people about it. Those who are from Germany and moved to Portland, they absolutely feel like although Portland is not as diverse as, California, New York, LA, here, so to speak, it is better than living in Germany because Nürnberg is a small city outside of Herzog is a small city outside of Nürnberg, which Nürnberg is the main city. And it's just expat. Like everybody's either from Puma, Adidas there. So it's literally Portland, just a little bit bigger country-wise. But
It sounds like you just didn't need to be there.
no, I mean, I've always said I wanted to move to Europe and get a role somewhere else for a few years. It's just everything didn't line up for me. That's all. So hopefully, in the beginning of the year, something comes up in North America. Otherwise, I'll look elsewhere.
But so you're actively trying to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been in my role will be 3 years next year. And at that point, like, I've never been able to not promote within 2 years. Every job I've had since I graduated undergrad, I've been able to promote very
I've
quickly.
never had that goal.
What do you mean?
I had the goal to promote, but not in like a certain amount of time frame.
It's not a time frame. That's just what I've been able to accomplish. So to me, I'm like, all right, 3 years is a long time.
I mean, I think I've always promoted within like around like 3-4 years, something like that, maybe. But like, I always look at it like when I feel like I'm ready to do something. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I also, I mean, we're both Capricorns. I'm like, all right, what's the next goal? Either that or go and get a second master's or go to law school.
Well, that was my goal for this year to go back to school and do something, but it was for something completely different. It was to start my career, start the path of my career after I retire. So, but
which is,
I don't know.
Can you share?
Well, I mean, it's probably something. Well, it's probably on the psychology side. Like I still not published, which is I want to be published some way in psychology.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Write a book, do something psychology wise.
I can see you being a professor.
Which yes and no, but I don't even. People just seems like so discouraged about professors and teaching and stuff right now. Like everybody I talk to, it's like, oh, it's not the same as it used to be, and blah 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 blah. So I don't know. Like, but I do want to get back in the path of psychology and prescribing medicine and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I got to go back for like a certain period of time, but I wouldn't be able to do that until I actually retire.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, let's do releases. We got a podcast. We've been talking a long time. Podcast.
Right.
Let's
Releases.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, but
We also got to talk a few things.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
You no, Rico already did releases for this week.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
just do it again. Dude. I already made the graphics. Come on, 1 week. Come on, George. You can do it. Come on. She's gonna look at the go. Why don't you do it, Ruby? You want to do it? You got the Go app?
You might have to have.
I do have the app, but
You might have to have Rico call in and do it from now on up. Oh, that's why you want these Spirit-ons?
Why?
I didn't know it was a fragment collab.
No. I want the fragment ones. I want the OG one.
It looks like an OG one.
No. The OG was the
never
red
mind.
one.
These pictures are bad.
Ruby, you got Go app?
I do, but
You
I
want
don't
to do
have.
releases for us?
I don't have I don't log into it.
Oh my God.
Look, I got it.
Give her the phone.
I don't be logging into
Let's
it
let
at
Ruby
all.
do it. Let's put her on the spot.
Oh God.
Come on,
Oh, it's
Ruby.
the same one I'm looking at.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, just go to the calendar.
Same
Yeah.
one I'm looking at. Oh Lord, she's nervous. It's all right. Take a deep breath. Just sneakers.
Okay, so we do the first one, right?
She's not allowed to say the other brands.
do
though.
Yeah. Am I allowed to say all these brands?
Oh, if you can't do it, then don't do it. I'm not trying to put you.
No. Okay, we could do.
No, you ain't selected. George, you're related.
Yeah, you do them.
Go ahead, George.
Matter of fact,
There's
here,
quite a bit
here.
actually.
This is a good question because since you yelled at me last week, Ruby, what do you think about Nicole House? I'm assuming it's a skater. I have no idea, but it's obviously a woman, so we have a woman here, so
Oh, you're funny.
Nike SB. Well, that's the whole point. Like, we get yelled at all the time.
Especially
Nike
for me.
Nicole,
She don't know who that is.
I'm assuming Nicole House. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Look, she don't know who that is.
White,
I don't even know.
White and University Blue Dunk Low.
No thanks. Next.
Oh, that's the first one that's coming out.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
I have no idea. who
Spirit
that is.
on Fragment collab. Two different colorways.
Fire, but too expensive.
Are they?
I'm not paying $175 for a fragment. I mean, for a Spiridon.
buddy.
But it's fragment.
It's like $15 more than the other Spirit on, I'm pretty sure.
So?
Just say you don't like the shoe.
No, I like the shoe, but I ain't paying $175 for it. Out the door,
You're
$187.
a complicated person, huh?
Very.
So you're way too complicated.
Hey, you're a guest. You chill out over there.
Well,
Very.
Am I saying Rick Owens or no?
yes.
Go ahead.
Rick Owens, what is this? Turbo Weapon. Is that what that is?
Yep.
This looks like a shoe you'd wear.
I'm not tall enough for that. But I do got some Rick Owens chucks at the house I wore in Miami. Cortez was making fun of me.
The tongue
I was
on this shoe
killing it,
would
huh?
go up to your eyelids. Pause.
I know I was when I had them.
Or
Rick
just the
Owens
top
on
of his
in,
shin.
I had them Rick Owens on in Miami. I know I was killing it. Walking up the walk, and them lights. They was like, who was that in them Rick Owens?
I don't even know what that means.
Whatever them neon lights, that block, whatever that block is called, South Beach.
Yes, Art Deco.
What was like this? Do, killing it.
Right, yes. And then a Cuban drug lord came and picked you up.
Right.
I wish.
Air Jordan 12 Blueberry. See, he said these last week because you talked about it.
Yeah.
He did. Keep going.
You don't have no comment?
And I already told you last week.
Triple Jown New Balance.
No thanks. Those are for referees and JWoww.
Okay.
Women wearing all black sneakers. I know I've said it before, but stop, women, stop. And you're a woman, stop.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I have
I've
a
seen you
few.
wear some all black sneakers before, and I
Yeah.
was like,
I have a Bad Bunny pair. I have Ultra
all
Boost.
black sneakers on women looks crazy to me.
Because of JWoww or in general?
In general.
Okay.
Now, JWoww, she's the OG. All right, she's the.
Yeah, but she will put hands on you.
Right.
So, like, that's why it makes
That's
sense.
fine.
Well,
she should have triple black force.
I feel
that's
like-
what they're made for.
Anybody he says that to will put hands on him. So please watch who you say that to.
Nah.
Oh, I don't mean like sensual hands. I mean like put them fists
Right,
to your,
that's what I mean,
your
too.
eyeballs.
That's what I mean too.
I mean, what's that you like to do, Liz, right here? She did that. They like showing that clip too. That roundhouse back fist. That was a UFC move. That was before UFC existed.
They like showing that one when Snooki got punched in that bar.
They do. I just saw that.
I see that probably every week.
I just saw that.
That
That's
man
crazy.
should be embarrassed that he didn't knock her out. No? You got no power
Oh my!
in your
Don't
fist, buddy.
say that out loud. This is why I have to text you guys and be like, "Watch what you
Buddy,
say."
If you swing as hard as you can and punch a lady and you don't knock her out,
You
just
know,
leave, buddy.
Some intrusive thoughts
Put
should not
yourself in
be
the
said
jail.
out loud.
But Snooki was like, she was like, and then she was on the ground like, ah. And then all them dudes are clowns.
Oh,
dude.
Lord.
They try to act like they about to get him. When none of them trying to get him.
They're all like 5'4". What do you
So
want?
what? It was about 7 of them trying to go after them. They should have got him. No?
Well, the security of the show should have did something.
Mm-hmm.
But we would have snapped a bar stool over his back, and we all would have jumped on top of him.
It's probably an accurate statement. Make Way P6000 women's. I don't
Wait,
know.
you
Make
missed the whole
Way
shoe.
is.
Are we not talking about those either?
What, the soccer cleat?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. I like. Didn't Lamine Yamal just get injured? Does that
he?
matter? I mean, I don't mean like out for the season.
Yeah,
but
he
I think
didn't.
did
I
something.
mean, he's like, I think a hamstring, ain't it?
I don't know. I thought they said like 4 weeks.
But
out.
these cleats right here, there's only 304 pairs. I was just talking about with Ruby.
Oh, that's what that LYT means?
Yep.
LYT 304. Lamine Yamal, Barcelona player, fire. Like 17? Is he younger?
Yeah, he's young. He's young.
16, think it's still 17. Yeah.
Okay, I see what I got to do now, though. I got to announce all the Adidas releases. No matter what.
Yeah, read the room.
No matter what to show. All right.
Well, we were also just talking about it, so
Read the room.
All right.
Like, we
buddy.
gotta
You
talk about
probably
that
thought
one.
I didn't know who it was. So don't do me like that, though.
I mean, I know you. If anybody knows who it is, I know you know.
Yes, I have a Lamine Yamal card at home. Rookie
You
card.
sound like a child. I got his card at the house. I prove it.
No.
I'll prove it.
When listen, if I say Pokemon or something, then you
I'll
can,
prove it.
then you can say, like, all right, you sound like a child. Until then, don't do that.
I'll prove it.
So no comments on Make Way. Who's Make Way?
Fam,
A company, a person?
I think it's Make-A-Wish. It's a different
No,
one.
it's
though.
It's a collab. That's why I'm bringing it up.
collab.
It's Make-A-Way for something else.
All right.
It's a women's sneaker. So.
Like you don't wear women's sneakers.
I'm saying Make Way must be like something women related.
Oh no! Oh, I think this is. I've seen. Yeah, it's a women's store. I think that made this release.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
They're trying to jump on me. I say it's a women's thing.
No. I wasn't jumping on you.
No,
the
she
way
did.
you said it.
The way
made
you said
you
it.
scoffed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this is a
There's no
collab
toxic
with a woman-owned
masculinity here today. Look what you did,
store,
Ruby.
sneaker store. I think this is a collab with a woman-owned sneaker store.
Ruby brought the toxic masculinity down.
Someone has to.
Howard University and Virginia Union University Air Force One collab.
I'm a big fan of these.
Of what?
Well, just like the Yard Runners collection.
All right.
Yeah, so Makeway is a sneaker store boutique in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, we hate it.
Yeah.
Canadian. Again.
I can't with you guys.
We hate it.
We hate it.
Polar Express Puma. Is Polar Express a brand or is it literally the Polar Express? Like the train?
Just the train.
Okay. Why does that need a collab?
Come on.
Should that be on the Christmas shoe list?
They don't mind. I know our number one, all of our number ones.
Oh, yeah.
Atmos GT 2160
No thanks.
Asics, if I didn't say that. Nego Air Force 3.
That might be wackest Negro of the year. Air Force 3, huh?
Yeah,
I'm sure he got a story. I'm sure like that was probably the first sneaker he saw when he saw sneakers and loved it and fell in love.
I'm not
I
going to say
get it.
wackest sneaker.
Aren't the
of the
other
year,
ones
the
Air Force
colorways.
3 as well?
Yes, they're
Horrendous,
all the
but-
Nego ones that he's come out with this year are Air Force 3. Air Force 3 is super whack. That joint is a low top Red Wing boot.
I feel like you'd wear them.
You feel like I wear a lot of stuff, Ruby.
You do. You do.
Everything I say that's whack. You rock it.
Book 1 Nightmare Before Christmas. What day are we going to? Next week or 2 weeks?
Keep going.
least
Book
the-
what?
Book
Oh,
it.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare
Fam, them joints sucked. I saw somebody wearing them at the mall yesterday. Them stitches look like after Dr. Miami. Like, what those stitches on there for?
Is it?
Miami.
So wasn't the Halloween shoe stitches as well?
Yeah, but that was like a different Christmas.
That was the.
No, that was Halloween.
That was
what I said. I
Halloween.
said,
but
wasn't
it was
the Halloween
Caroline.
shoe-
Wasn't it Caroline?
Okay, maybe.
Well, why does he got the same thing then?
Because- This
Nightmare
is
Before
Christmas- this is
Christmas
his
is
Christmas
different.
sneaker.
Yeah, this is the.
Buddy, I know, but why would you make two shoes that doesn't the other shoe look exactly the same?
I can't even
I don't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
All right.
Let me see.
Teddy Santis 997 New Balance. Is Maya French with 2 F's light chocolate Air Max DN?
French.
Oh, sorry, and a bio beige. Mm-hmm. I probably need to pick one of those models up, but I need it for like 80% off retail.
Could make that happen.
Spiridon OG.
Cut. You see that high note? I already put in the raffle for end, and when it hits the Nike, I'm gonna cop as well. I need 2 pairs to go with my other 2 pairs.
You and John Spiridon, the only people that put in for that raffle.
I'm about to put
and
them joints on, and I'm about to be running so fast. It's gonna be crazy, you know. And we was at dinner at Steak 44. Willis tried to say he could beat me in a foot race. All right, bro. I ain't seen Willis run. We've been chased by dogs before. I never seen Willis run. I smoke him.
Why did y'all even talk about that? Like,
I don't know what we was talking about. Somebody asked when the last time you ran full speed, and I was like, oh, recently. Fam.
you see the kind of conversations that men
Right.
have when this is
Right.
when
Yeah,
the last
and women,
time you
It's
ran?
a
women, be
ego.
thinking men be talking about all kind of stuff. Nah, we talking about full speed, PlayStation 5, and if we still got it in these streets with our fists.
I think the caveat to that is middle-aged men are talking about full speed.
That's
So-
literally
Things that you no longer should be able to do. You guys are trying to.
that's literally the
Boosted
accounts
ego,
on Twitter
so-
we hate that do interaction farming talking about when was the last time you ran at full speed?
Full speed, when the last time you had to get into a fist fight?
This is very much a middle-aged man
You're right.
conversation. Yeah.
I got one more fist fight in me before 45, and I could still probably run a 4.6, 4.7.
Nah, you
Yeah,
can't. No,
facts.
You can't.
Time me.
That's impossible.
All right.
You're
Y'all are
old. Man.
childish.
You take 3 steps and you be like, okay, that's it.
Not I.
Watch.
Because you know I put everything. I'll die out there before I let anybody beat me in a foot race. And that's facts.
But you probably will die is the point I'm making. If
And
you
you know
don't
what?
stop, you might die.
And then you'll remember me because I'll smoke them.
Your legs will do what Forrest Gump's legs braces did in
That's
that movie.
fine.
Legs will fall off.
That's fine. No, but
You
you'll
talk about
remember
running
me.
full speed at 40-something years old. What's wrong with you?
All right. All right.
You smoking the worst NBA player in history. My biggest miss of all time, Scoot Henderson, Scoot to boot Puma or whatever this is. What's this shoe?
This joy says NBA 2K Scoot 02 Puma.
He's the worst NBA player of all time. I think he had back-to-back games with 0 points and 2 points. How is that possible? That's the thing I sent you where they were like, this overtime elite is going to end up owing people money.
Fam, he has an NBA 2K, which is the video game, Ruby. I don't know if you know what that is. It's your girl.
This is the thing I talk about with you.
Why would anybody play with Scoot Henderson on NBA 2K2? He sucks, all right? And you told me he was the next thing popping. And he in your city. Have you been to go see Scoot play in Portland? Look at
No.
you. She don't even know.
Play what?
No.
He play in Portland.
He ain't playing.
I've only.
He played?
Oh wait, I have played. I have seen him.
Buddy,
seen him
he's
doing what?
playing a
Walking on the
different
street?
game.
No, I have seen him. I've gone to a Portland game recently.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
playing a different game. That's not NBA basketball.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Wait, isn't he? See, I think I know who he is based on who his baby mama is, right?
And he even
He
took
got
them.
a baby mama and he's sorry?
And he even
Lord,
took them
he
goggles off too. He don't wear them goggles no more.
Yeah, but he still got an afro. First of all, he's playing in 0-0. Like, you got to be really good at a sport to be wearing 0-0, all right? Especially basketball, all right? That's one. Two, he came out talking a lot of junk like he was about to be it, all right? Facts. He was talking about he getting Rookie of the Year. He said that for certain. Sucks, okay? Sad. Portland Trailblazers, they might be cursed too.
The
I mean, it's not my
championship
team.
is tonight.
So.
Who? Oh, yeah. I know.
Championship. This is on right now.
All right, what else? Come on, get through releases. We got to talk about Asia,
Buccaneers,
Bimma.
and Thunder and Lightning. Wait, what?
There's a lot of shoes coming out. Dang.
What'd you say?
George knows which ones to skip. Let's do it.
Hidden NY
Sucks.
Gel Venture 6 A6.
The other hidden NY ASIC, stupid fire. These ones suck. Next.
Neighborhood Old School 36 two
You know
colorways.
what, skip that. Skip those.
It's a collab.
You're not gonna get those?
Man, there was a black and a white van. Fam. We're going
We
to talk
ain't
about
buying
collabs.
it, but it's collabs.
Yeah.
I'm so sick
No,
and tired of this
don't
stuff.
do that because I said we should just cancel releases altogether, and now you want to
No,
talk
no,
about
no, no.
collabs being whack.
You just
I already
said-
knew what you were gonna say.
You just said a black and white van, old school. That right now is that Tinger outlet. I get both of these. And then neither one of them neighbor collaborations.
Neighborhood. You know where that brand is from? Japan, I assume. I'm not 100%
You
sure.
just making
but
up stuff. I assume.
I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese brand. Travis Scott, Air Jordan 1, Velvet. That's beautiful. What is that, Velvet?
What else, Famlo?
I thought you had a comment on it. You not a comment on Travis Scott?
Right.
End of the raffle, man.
Okay.
End of the raffle.
Are you
Wizard of
hoping to get 'em?
Oz, Times, Dunk, Low, SB, PS, Poppy Field.
Copped.
You already got them?
You
Nope,
won't.
but I will be copped.
You want it, but you ain't gonna. But you gonna lose all your raffles and whatever else.
Who told you that?
You ain't getting it.
All right.
When's the
gonna need
last
you-
time we were successful on an SB quick strike?
We don't try. And you a super hater.
You're
huh?
right.
You,
I also
instead of you
need you
saying I
to
offer you
go-
help, huh?
You need to go watch the
Buddy.
Wicked.
Don't start
Oh,
with
yeah.
the super hater stuff,
So-
Mister. You in honorable mentions. Don't do that.
We were gonna go watch Wicked. Me and my daughter were gonna go watch Wicked. We were gonna watch it on Sunday, but then she wanted to go to her friend's house, so I went and got a refund. So, but I will be going to see Wicked soon
Yeah, it's good.
with her. She's my angel.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? Look at that. You already went to Dodger News. Get back to releases.
Buddy, hold on a second. I'm doing some stuff over here. That Wizard of Oz shoe was fire. Don't get me wrong. I would
I
wear
feel
it
like
if
the
I
only
could.
other-
But
You just said last week it was trash.
no, I didn't. I said Wicked was nonsense. I didn't
You
say the shoe
said
was
the
trash.
shoe was trash. Oh no, that was Rico. Sorry.
What are you?
You said that was Rico. I
I wasn't
apologize.
even paying attention during releases. You got Rico out here doing releases, huh?
Well, you gave up on your job. Quitter.
Things that should happen. Atmos Persona 3 Puma.
What's next?
Giannis Christmas.
What's next?
KD Christmas.
What's next?
LeBron Christmas.
What's next?
Bleach times Gel NYC Renji Abarai.
Blitzed. Oh, bleach.
Bleach.
It's a pack. Ichigo Kurosaki. You didn't think I could do that, did you?
I don't think you did it. I think you tried, but
I think he did. I
you
think
may have
he
got it.
did.
He may have got it.
I think it's accurate.
What's the
Yeah.
first one? What's the first one called?
I just said Renji Abarai. I don't know. It's close at least.
Renji, you may be on point, but the Abadai, I don't know.
All right.
But the Ichigo Kurosaki, okay.
Masaki.
Okay.
I'll give that to you.
All right.
All right.
And what's the last one? You don't got to do January. What's this last one? December 30th.
Kithmas.
Kithmas.
Kid. Oh, that's the Christmas shoe for kids? A salmon? Oh, my God. Fam, safe. Safe. That's what they do. Safe. That's what they do. That-
Yeah, shout out to you, by the way.
Why? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to my dog, Evan.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog, Evan.
I really needed that to make somebody's Christmas, so I appreciate that.
Hold on. Now I got that for somebody else.
What did you do?
I never ask you for anything.
I'm joking, Ruby. Don't even do that, Ruby. Ruby text that. ask me to help with something and say, "Oh, I never asked for nothing." Don't do that. Anything I could do for you, I would do. Don't do that.
I feel like that's the one thing I was like, dang, I never asked anybody for an assist, but I
what did
really
he do?
needed it. He got me the BMW Kith.
Dang,
hat.
that's $250,000.
Shout out to
How much was it
shout
again?
out to my dog.
I sent the
Yeah.
link.
Which one?
The actual car. How much was that car? $200,000.
I'm not gonna lie, like he's really been releasing some good stuff. I wanted to get some of the Grinch stuff, but I said no since I bought a lot of the BMW stuff.
Ronnie Fike is out of control, though. His britches are way too big. Though.
It's crazy.
You talk about a $200,000.
I feel like I said
car,
this
though.
last
You think
time.
you
Like
are,
I
though.
really want to know like how he's doing this.
I want to know his net worth because
You're stupid.
I'll be honest with you because he's killing it.
He is doing that.
And he's been killing it for like
4 years now, consistently.
maybe longer than that. Like there hasn't been one time where I thought Kif was going down. It's just like this.
Right.
And there's moments you're like, yeah, I'm not copping that stuff and some of this, but then it's like back up here, and then it's like, oh, Adidas collab back up here, and then
Yeah.
it's like some Fire Club back up here. It's like, he killing it. And I'm like I don't get it, man.
But
like
all of these Monday releases have been great.
if I lived in New York, I'd probably cop a lot more
Absolutely.
Kith because I just don't want to pay the shipping for most of the time. It'd be like $25
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
crazy.
So I'm like, look, I don't want to pay $75 for a shirt, then like $18 for shipping or whatever it is. And it's like, dang, I done paid a Grinch t-shirt. I done paid about, which I'm only going to wear during Christmas time. Because if you're wearing a Grinch t-shirt outside of December, you need help.
Did you talk about the ALD Porsche collab?
No, but I saw it because I didn't know it existed until I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did we talk about it?
I'm trying to remember. I don't
think
remember.
we were texting about it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't buy stuff like that without having a Porsche.
Fair. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Because
We did talk about
I can't wear Kid BMW if I ain't got no BMW either.
That's true.
I can't. I remember when Puma had the Ferrari collaboration. I had the backpack. I had the shirt. I had no Ferrari. I had a Honda Accord. So I'm like,
The Porsche one was good though. I sent it to a few
yeah,
that
it's
have
super fire.
so good.
But I need
and there's
a
a
Porsche.
Porsche Cafe in Portland. That'll make you hustle if you sit there and work remotely.
I want a Porsche. I
Yep.
want Porsche gloves. I pull on the gloves, driving gloves. I want all that. I want a hat that
The
you
hat,
pull over your
yeah.
head, the glasses.
the leather jacket though, that green one,
fire.
yeah, so good.
You're out of control, though.
I want a smoking
just-
jacket.
You about to have a crazy midlife crisis. Though. When yours pops off, though, I don't want to be around.
Yeah.
You'll be there.
I mean, if you pull up in the Porsche, maybe, but
Yeah, so we can go camp out. We can go to Nike Scottsdale.
There's not
when
even
you
a Nike
drove past me,
Scottsdale.
You said I drove past your house. I thought that's where
Not
you
even
going.
Nike Scottsdale
You
anymore.
going to camp out for
Yeah,
Spirit
I used to
Hunt?
be at George's house. It was still the morning dew on the grass. I'm sitting in front of George's house. He come out the house. We listened to the Weekend before anybody knew about the Weekend.
Yeah.
That's facts. I put the streets on the Weekend. I put the world on the Weekend.
You know what's crazy? I feel like I've never seen you guys in line for shoes, even when I worked at retail.
Too old. I didn't even know you worked
Yeah,
there
we
until
were.
he said that.
Because I told you my boss, the Blake Griffin, looked like he messaged me was like,
Yeah, but that was
he
at Foot Locker.
literally was like, you used to see them because I had talked about it. It was
only
like,
times I ever went there was
Yeah.
for raffle tickets. I never went there like for
but I was like all over the place because I was at Christown at one
first
point because you guys mentioned the tall white guy Phil. He
Phil,
was
that
cool
was his
people.
name.
He
The
was
old dude
cool
that
people. The
gave
old,
a black
yeah.
cement threes.
I mean, is it okay to say that? I hope you don't get in trouble. I guess it's too late.
Pretty sure
Oh,
he retired.
he's yeah. He's,
Oh, all right,
he's done.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
retired, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Don't say that.
No, yeah, don't say
messed
that.
up, man.
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, he was
about
cool
80 years
people.
old working at Foot Locker.
Because when I worked there at Foot Locker at Christown, like he used to always let me open with releases because he's like, yeah, you know anybody that wants to pull up for these?
I don't remember.
Get 'em?
I mean, I don't want to say
he
I've
gave
been
you the
there
keys.
100 times, but I've probably at least been there 20 times. I don't remember ever seeing a girl work in that store ever.
At Christown?
At Christown?
Yeah, no, not
Christown
Christown.
Foot Locker, never
Yeah,
once.
never at Christown.
Oh yeah,
It was
There a
always
few of
young
us.
geeks
There was
that, like, the
for
least
sure.
concerned
oh my
humans on the
God.
planet.
Fiesta? Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
Fiesta was a
Fiesta-
staple.
Fiesta, I remember like more. I don't want to say eclectic, but definitely like a more of a.
Well,
what
because
you would expect
everything
for a
was there,
staff or
right?
whatever.
Finish Line, Foot Locker,
Foot Action. Chic.
Champs,
eventually,
Chic.
Champs.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones I feel like that was in there. eventually. Shoe Palace.
Shoe Palace?
There was
No.
one upstairs. Remember when there was a
Journeys
dude that
was there.
That was that was the best Foot Locker in. I don't know, maybe not. I don't want to say the whole Arizona, but before House of Hoops became a thing, that was always the best Foot Locker to me.
Well, but
Like
Desert
as far
Sky,
as like what they got.
Desert Sky always had.
but
that was
I
a
didn't go-
multi-million-dollar door, so
I
they
didn't go to
always
West
got
Side.
those type of shoes.
he don't like the West Side.
Because I remember that's where I used to get the shoes for a lot of athletes at ASU there.
Yeah, no,
Or Mark.
until like we started recording the podcast or
Are
whatever.
y'all cool with him? Y'all like him?
He may be cool with George.
Who?
Mark. He hooked George up
Oh.
before.
He tried to. He was like, "You should have let me know, and I would have held it for you." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Buddy, why don't you just tell me beforehand?"
Nobody
I
liked
never
him.
really liked him.
The thing for me is like he's a flip flopper or whatever.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's you can't. You're a hypocrite, bro. Like don't try to be buddy and then all of a sudden you like don't know who I am. Like
Right.
just stay the same way. If you don't care about me, that's fine. But then don't be buddy the next day
Yep.
and then flip. Then I'm like, okay, cool, I got something on lock, and then you flip again. Nah,
Yeah.
don't do that.
He was always
You're a
shady
weird
to me.
person, huh?
Yeah.
And then I went to Chandler one time to pick a shoe up, and he acted like he didn't know me. I was like, slap you.
Did you know Jebediah? What was his real name? Had the big beard, look Amish.
What is his name?
His name wasn't Jebediah, but he just had an Amish beard.
From
He
what
started
store?
working at like one of these.
House of Hoops, and then
He started working at one of these
somewhere else.
resale shops.
Abe?
No.
Oh.
Wait, maybe his name's Abe too. Abraham Lincoln.
Shut
Had
up.
a beard like that.
Yes. He's Amish, and you just are connecting dots.
Honest
He's
Abe.
from the land of Lincoln, huh?
What was his ethnicity?
White, I'm
White.
pretty sure.
Oh. Oh, no, then.
No.
I mean, he might have been like had a touch of something like Greek or
Yeah.
like
Autism.
looked like that.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Foot
Like-
Locker was
maybe like
2013.
Greek or Arab or something. He might like have had a sliver of that, but he just looked like a white guy with a crazy beard. Well, because I mean, most white guys don't got beards like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I don't feel like I know anybody anymore outside of.
but nah, Abe. I mean, shit, I text with Abe almost every day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got to go pick. Oh, I was supposed to hit him up today. Oops.
He got him?
I assume. I don't know. He got something for Hannah too for Mac
Nice.
Mall.
What we talking about first? Asia Wilson or Complex?
Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson just did what? Signed the biggest Nike contract sneaker for a woman
year.
in history.
Yep.
Lucrative, whatnot. Is that a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
It is a big deal, especially for her.
Well,
It's a little late considering they've done other people before her, but
Is there a single person? Okay, outside of like maybe like rival players who've whatever. Is there a single person on this planet who dislikes her? I don't think so.
I think so.
I mean, she is like a universally well-liked, easy to like, whatever person. There's no controversy. Best player in the league by far, like over multiple year span.
Right.
There's
Two-time
no
MVP,
reason
right?
not to like her. I just don't like. She's happy-go-lucky. She doesn't go on social media and like talk crazy. Like what's her name? Reese
who?
Richardson.
oh, Angel Reese. She don't talk crazy.
She don't talk crazy.
You know what I mean. I'm not talking about like.
Yes.
You have,
I feel like
you have a
she's also
podcast,
had to,
you do a
like-
show whatever. I don't care. But like when you go and do your post game interviews or whatever, you can't be throwing shade at other players because you think you're not getting enough shine.
Oh,
that's
you just
crazy.
talking
That's
about-
different though.
You just talking about women stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up. Throwing tea. Was that what
I
it's
mean, men do it too. Men
You
do
right.
it too.
We do it on Twitter.
But it
Right.
now. But hold on a second. Take a step back.
clearly you
But
had a whole
why
episode
was
about
it not?
men.
It wasn't a focus on it before she was
So-
doing it. So it must not have been a thing. Either that, or you just you're saying that media exploded, so it's more obvious.
Media exploded,
Media
and she's a part of that generation.
well, you know what? So
That right there.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about even with that. That really didn't even happen prior until Caitlin Clark. So like, and I follow WNBA. I don't remember as much shade thrown on any other player by other players until Caitlin Clark came in.
well, that happened in their college
And yes,
years,
and they're
right? Like,
they're just always connected.
yeah,
in
they're
that
always
sense.
connected now.
And it just went that way. And then once Caitlin Clark got into the NBA, all the current WNBA players started throwing shade too. Like, look at us. Like, we're here too. We've been balling. Like, look at us. Like, all the
Damn,
attention.
even the Hall of Famers who were retired. I mean,
Yes.
people get on Cheryl
Swoops
back.
is
Right.
yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that like I don't remember a lot of this until the Caitlin Clark era. That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but like I don't remember.
it's just heightened because of the media. Because like
Well, yeah, of course. I
You
mean,
know,
they
all
want
the
that.
Hall of Famers like Duran Taurasi, they've been hooping forever, right? Like we
course.
know.
Yeah, but
WNBA because of
Taurasi
them.
switched up though. She said that like crazy stuff at the beginning of the year after the draft or whatever, and then by the end of the year she was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so amazing." Whereas like some of these other players didn't do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not trying to pretend like I care all that much. Like,
Yeah.
if you use your own two eyes, you know who's good and who's not. So it doesn't matter what people say. Like, we know Caitlin Clark, maybe not transcendent, but pretty close. And obviously, Asia Wilson, the best player in the league. It's not even close.
It's just interesting seeing the media play out for these new athletes. Same for a prime example, Travis Hunter right now. He's not going viral for being the Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh,
He's
you
going
mean, like, right
viral,
now, right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
because of his fiance, which is
Whoa.
wild. So media in general,
The
the media in general.
Say anything. Before you say
Because, like,
anything.
to be fair, I even
hold
pointed it out to a friend at Nike. I was like, look, this is crazy because I found out we signed him before it was announced. And when I saw the Adidas video that they posted on Instagram, his fiance's in that was crazy.
Oh, so you thought that was crazy?
I thought it was crazy.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was crazy.
Okay.
There's no way Buddy ever had a girlfriend before her.
I mean, he's ugly.
There's no. I understand that. Like, you seen pictures from
Nice
him when he
person,
was in
nice-
high school. He had
nice guy.
he had one
Great
tooth,
kid.
One tooth was this long.
Yes.
And one tooth.
Great
was up here.
kid.
That's
Great
great.
kid.
Oh
Great
no,
kid.
he's an awesome person.
Great kid.
That's my point.
Yes. I
There's
know.
no way Buddy was ever around girls.
That's fine.
You give your girl a ride to the party. She go inside, get drunk, act a fool, and you in the car waiting like this, just like playing with your phone or Twitter.
I thought that was a joke.
I thought that was a joke, too.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's a joke.
I
Did
don't
she
think
say
so.
that on that thing?
She did.
Oh, I didn't watch the whole 8
I didn't
thing.
watch
I
it
saw
either.
The clip.
I saw a clip. And then what's his name?
There's
Shannon
no way Buddy has ever been
came
around
out.
girls
Shannon
before.
Sharp came out and said, like, did on his podcast, like, you need to not tell your guys' old business out there. Because, like, what's the relevance at this point? Like, why would she bring that up?
Look,
But I personally thought it was crazy that they got her in that release video.
so let me ask you, do you feel like they're treating her bad?
I don't think we should speak on the relationship,
All
but
the videos you've seen, clips, what you know, do you feel like they're treating her bad? So the video first, this all started when he had that game against
Yep.
who they play against.
it was a
Whatever.
big game, right?
Balling.
Big game. Yeah.
I mean, he was balling, and the game's over, and
Yep.
the crowd, and they hugging, and she runs up to him, and it looked like she like trying to argue with him, and it's like not right now type. This
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
what is up with you?
Yeah.
That was like when it first started.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All this additional stuff, the Dion having to make her stand up at the Heisman thing,
Yeah.
her complaining while he's taking pictures with fans and
You know
all
that was
that.
She just sounds
that was
like
at
a
an
kid,
Adidas
like-
event too.
Huh?
That was at an Adidas event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked like, and now she came and said, he did a video saying why she was complaining.
Now look, she might. No one knows.
Right.
Deep down, she might be a bad person. We don't know. No one knows her from a hole in the ground. But I'm just attributing it to like you're a kid because ain't no way you shouldn't have known that you're supposed to stand up when your fiance, boyfriend, whatever wins the Heisman Trophy.
Celebrating,
Like,
yeah.
buddy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it has to be because she's a kid. Now, if we find out later she's a bad person, that's a different story. But I'm just assuming
Well,
at this point it's because she's young.
In that moment, I didn't think like she's like, I'm not standing. Like,
Yeah.
I just think
Right.
she's just oblivious. Like,
I think so too.
so we stay like,
Yeah.
it's like, she just didn't know.
I mean, yes, and
there
no.
also
like,
could have been things where like
think about you went to a high school graduation, you knew when to stand, and you younger than she is now. I mean,
fair. But then you could also
don't roll
there's-
your eyes up.
You could also do a point of view of she purposely didn't stand because the attention needed to be on him, not her. Like
Now you're
because
trying to
of
give her
all.
credit.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not. I don't know her.
Listen,
She wore heels. Her feet could have been hurting. I don't know. You know.
listen. At worst, she's a bad person.
Yeah.
At best, she's a blockhead. So
Right.
either way, to
Either
me,
way.
it's
She's
like,
just oblivious
Yeah.
to me.
yeah, a blockhead.
Now the thing is that what I attribute to her being young is doing a video to explain all this,
Yeah.
buddy. Like,
no, that was embarrassing.
You guys are legit, and
But
him
they do
doing
like
videos.
YouTube TikToks and stuff.
He's
like, this
doing-
isn't
oh, she
new for
does?
them. Yeah, they do like YouTube and like they're,
Oh, see, I
they're
know
popular
nothing
on
about
TikTok,
that.
which
Oh,
is
really?
why that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't know any of that world for them.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
But in my mind, and here's the thing too. In my mind, for those two, like you're on a path of something else. Like your skin needs to be thicker than.
Sure.
If you can't, you ain't even got nowhere yet. Like, cool, you in college, you got the Heisman, cool. You at like still level A to me. All right.
Yeah.
Like you haven't achieved what your potential is saying that you about to reach the pinnacles, like unreachable pinnacles, right? And it's like, man, y'all on here like you doing a video from him doing a video. Now I guess he probably trying to be a good boyfriend. I'm sticking up for you. You know that he gets bonus points
he
for that.
Never had no hoes.
You know he. Man. Buddy, let me tell you something that Travis Hunter.
I mean, you might as well go on
what
that.
Travis Hunter has now and will have forever. All right?
course, now.
Okay, it don't matter. All right, so it's irrelevant now. All right,
No, but he's not used to it. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
fam. Just like Tiger Woods. He wasn't used to it. It's just like Tiger Woods. Once you become a certain way and you get anything you want, then you find yourself outside running from a golf club.
I don't know if that's
That's
right.
facts, huh? That's 100% facts.
I don't know if that's true.
That's true. Come on, stop it. It was a supreme geek at Stanford. And then all of a sudden
Yeah, but he grew up in L.A., bro. Like, listen, I get there's geek in L.A. too, but like,
Look.
don't do that.
Both of them need to stick off the internet.
Yeah.
No more TikToks, no more nothing. Don't even allow anybody to, no more creation of content, nothing. Because once you keep opening the door for people to comment on your life, they're never going to stop.
Yeah.
The internet is literally full of people just trying to get jokes off.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares.
Right.
Like, who actually cares? Like, nobody that's actually making a comment about their relationship actually cares. Like, now, if it's his mama or his daddy or sister's making comments, cool, they care about him. I don't care about him. We talking about him because it's a weird situation and it's funny. Like, I could care less.
He is
about
putting
them.
her on though, because like I said, like I don't think Adidas would have put her in that release video without him specifically saying that they wanted her. He wanted her in it.
But wait a second. What do you mean?
I'm not having anybody but my wife and my kids in my Adidas commercial.
Yeah.
Not my girlfriend or fiance.
Yeah.
But what do you mean about? I don't know how to want to word this. What do you mean about don't care? Like
no one cares about them. Like, if you just type in Travis Hunter and search on Twitter and you look at everybody just random posts, they're not even commenting on posts. They're just making a post like,
no.
yo,
I'm not talking about the internet. We know how the internet is.
Then what you
But
talking
you
about?
said you didn't care.
I don't care about her and him.
No, not them together. Like we want to see him do well. What do you mean?
No,
Like
no. I'm talking about their feelings and how they're being treated and all
of
that.
course
I don't
not.
care about that.
Yeah.
I could care less if she's a bad person or a good person. I don't care about that. Look, he needs to, like I said, close the door on the opportunity for people to talk about you. That's it. Close the door on that. Once you close the door on that, you'll be all right. Because once you get to the league and you start getting interceptions or touchdowns or both for him, ain't nobody gonna care about all that. No? Now the camera's gonna always be on that girl.
I mean, that
forever now.
I'm pretty sure that cat likes to like Twitch stream or whatever. So I think
He
he's always
does.
gonna be on that.
Give it up. Give it up.
He's always gonna be on the internet.
Give
No,
it
that's
up.
his generation though.
Give it
That's his
up.
generation.
I'm so sick of this. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't. But Micah Parsons always on Twitter. Paul George, stay hurt. Got a podcast after podcast after podcast. And I'm not going to sit there telling anybody to do their job and what they need to do and all that. But, fam, do your job. Man. I ain't got time to you be twitching and playing Call of Duty and all this stuff. Like, buddy. Anyways. Is that all we got for Asia Wilson? Like, we good with that?
Yeah,
we happy
yeah.
for her? Good job. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. But she needs a signature sneaker now. All right?
Yeah.
She needs a signature sneaker now. They need to hurry up.
Yeah.
She has her own logo now. Where's the shoe? All right? Now, I will say this, though. The Sabrina sneaker was fire. 1 and 2, both fire.
Yeah.
But they do have to make all women's sneakers from now on unisex. Like, they just have to. I don't know if you can have the success of a sneaker if it's just women's. I don't know.
I don't know what you mean by that because majority of the women's sneakers
Basketball
are
sneakers?
men's sneakers.
They're not gonna recoup the money they're spending on the campaign regardless. We already know this about men. Like Nike's never gonna make enough money off LeBron to the point of what they paid him. That's just not how it works.
Wait a minute. Wait, what? They're not gonna make the money back off LeBron? Then why would you? Ain't that the goal?
No.
Then what's the goal?
Okay, maybe I need to reword what I'm saying. They're not ever going to make money specifically on the LeBron line. Now, maybe they put him in other things that are non-LeBron
Thank you.
things that he wears and they make money off that.
Yes.
But I'm saying you're not when you sign somebody to do that, you're not signing them to make money off the specific logo and thing that they're designing. I mean, it's like they're hoping it's a social media campaign and like
Yeah, it's all the marketing.
whatever else. Yeah, like a whole marketing thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Cool.
Shout out to people that do marketing.
We'll
It's
see.
tough work.
I mean, I understand people want to make Clark the face of the league, and maybe at some point she will be. But to me, Asia Wilson's the face of the league at this point. It has been
2-3 championships in. You know, always leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading everything. Like she.
Will you be
plays
buying
hard.
her shoe?
No,
Why not?
because I don't buy basketball shoes. So I don't buy basketball shoes.
You don't have Bookers? You don't have LeBrons?
I
You don't
got
have
a pair of
KDs?
Bookers. I got some bacon grease on them, and they're warm again. True story. Them joints, KDs, no. I mean, I have in the past, but
Right.
no, I'm not.
I know
buying
you
any more basketball.
you wore them.
Took a bet
same-
basketball. Huh?
Oh, really?
Which ones? What?
KD, you didn't wear KDs like Wale wore KDs in the early 2000s?
Yes, early 2000s. What you about now? If Asia Wilson comes out with a sneaker next
I don't
year,
know.
I'm
We're
not
about to talk
copping.
one of the biggest shoes of the
I
year
didn't
that
buy Sabrina's.
Wale is
He
bringing
worships-
back.
He worships Sabrina's. Didn't buy one.
They're fire.
You didn't buy that?
Hey,
I don't buy anything.
Loves them.
That's fair.
No.
I don't buy
Don't do that.
anything.
Don't use that excuse for that. You like for certain don't buy anything now. But when the Sabrinas first came out, you were still buying stuff, and you still have the opportunity to buy them, and you choose not to. So don't do that.
Do you guys watch these
At what
WNBA games
level?
like for real now?
I
Always have?
Always have. Since
They're
the league
really
first started.
good.
Yes and no.
Okay, well,
I watch
pretty
WNBA
intense.
basketball because I like it because to me it's what basketball should be.
Yeah.
It is your fundamentals, it's your passing. It is the absolute basic. It's not just 3-pointer after 3-pointer after 3. It ain't foolishness like the like the regular NBA,
Right.
all right? It is basketball at its core, all right? Now, is there a lot of misses and a lot of turnovers and stuff?
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I go, good pass, good that.
yeah.
That whole thought process of like, man, if they were dunking, that's played. Forget that.
Yeah.
They don't even dunk in the NBA anymore, really.
Right.
It's just 3-pointer from as far as you possibly can. All right. Like that's all it is right now. That's equivalent to a slam dunk nowadays. Is a 3-pointer from as far as you can.
I'm excited to see Portland get a team, though.
Huh? The women? Mm-hmm. Are they getting one?
Yeah, they announced it this
But what's
year.
the name of the team?
They haven't announced the team.
Oh,
name,
okay.
but they're-
'Cause they announced the team of the Toronto and then the name of the Warriors team.
Yeah.
They're the Valkyrie and Toronto is the Toronto WNBA Bound or something.
Yeah.
It's a weird logo. It's something like that. I don't know. But Portland's getting a team.
Yeah.
They should get rid of the Blazers and give them the WNBA team. That's how bad.
They're tied to they'll be tied to the Timbers. The same owners. Yeah.
Scoot should put a wig on and
Yeah.
play with them.
Buddy.
Stop it.
Buddy.
Complex. So
Complex.
since we do have Ruby here, and obviously we don't want to beat this, dead horse. We've already talked about this a little bit before, but we haven't had a woman on the podcast in quite some time. So, not everybody, some people made a big deal about Complex not having a female representative on the panel to discuss Sneaker of the Year for 2024. When you saw that, heard about it, saw it, whatever, did you think that was a big deal, or did it matter, or was it that big of a deal?
I think it is a big deal for sure, but that's also in the space that I'm in. I live in Portland. I know a lot of people from that brand side. I know a lot of creative people, right? So from my perspective, I feel like there are enough women in this space that you can lean on to get their perspective and insights. But then again, at the same time, Complex Con is their own little podcast, right? Those three guys have their own mindset. They have their own perspectives. They're not changing that. So I think that panel was literally just them
It was
talking about.
them, Yachty, and that was it.
Yeah, but they're friends with him.
PJ
So
Tucker.
like
Yeah,
PJ
yeah.
Tucker, they're friends with both of them.
Right.
So it's a big deal, sure, but I think it's not a big deal because that panel, that top 10 year, whatever, what was the
Sneaker of the
Sneaker
Year.
of the Year is their perspective. That's it.
I would like to sit here and say that, like, I really care that there wasn't a woman on the panel, but I really don't. And only because I feel
But they've had
that-
previously.
They have previously, but the thing is about the women that they've had up there, Vashti,
Whose perspective is valid? And
100%.
yeah.
Vashti and the Jordan 6, Aleli May.
Aleli May,
all of
also
them that
valid.
had them. The issue with that is that none of them can establish themselves on a panel like that when you got a bunch of loudmouths like Jim Jones, Clark Kent, rest in peace. You got Wale. You got them surrounded by a bunch of boisterous loudmouths that aren't gonna let them really get off what they want to say. Like anytime I've watched those previous panels and they want to give Vashti or Aleli May or whoever at the time an opportunity to talk, it's like all of you shut up. So go ahead. It's not like they can't compete with the Jim Jones with money falling out of his pocket, screaming, yelling, Fat Joe up there talking, Wale randomly saying stuff. Like, they're put in a position to where you're here because you're a woman.
They're filling a role.
Yeah, you're here because, not to say that you don't have valid opinions, it's just that you won't be able to get them off here. I do feel like we could talk about, and we'll bring them up later because they're part of the Bimma whatever thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling George just earlier about Sneaky Leak podcast.
Yeah.
They're women, and they will always have more opportunities than men doing this.
Right.
They just will.
Yeah.
It's just the fact. Not to discredit their knowledge. It's just the fact that it's a rare thing. You don't see that often. Their platform allows them to get off their opinions on stuff and get off their knowledge and stuff like that.
Right.
If that podcast had like 3 dudes on it too, or 2 dudes on it, they would get drowned out.
What do you mean? They have had 2 dudes on the podcast before.
Yes, but they're leading the show. I mean, if the show started out with a certain way, I feel like they would get drowned out. This is just my opinion.
But I think that's the problem, is that it's not, these discussions aren't inviting, because we shouldn't have to be loud just to get a thought through.
I know that, but the problem is that you shouldn't have to be loud to get the thought through, but you shouldn't be surrounded by loud mouths.
That's just men in general.
Which is my point now is, honestly, there needs to be just a women panel.
No, because then why? Because there's no differences in the opinions. I mean, you and I could talk about sneakers, and we have similar perspectives. I can easily hold a conversation with you about sneakers.
Okay,
that's the point.
That's a one person. Now, if it was 3 women and 2 men, maybe, or 4 women and 1 man, maybe. They never have the majority on a panel like that.
Fair.
It's 4 men, 1 woman. There's no way they're gonna get their thing off.
Yeah.
Sneaky Leak Pod, 3 women.
For sure.
Their show, they got it. When they invite a man on or 2 men as a guest, it is like set. You're the guest. It's established.
But they don't have a narrator and a facilitator in those panels. If they did, I think
that's what Joe
would go.
Does. He's the narrator. Yes, that's what he's supposed to be.
Oh.
He's like, all right, guys, so up next. Like, they don't have anybody. But at the same time, Joe LaPuma is a person who lets a lot of stuff slide.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily like, hey, all right, hold. Like, he doesn't like really dictate and control the room. He just, next topic, all right, well, you guys got yelled a bunch of nonsense out. Next one.
Yeah.
Like, so, I don't know. To me, I feel like women should be in sneakers, brought up, but like promoted in a way to where everybody can enjoy women, like the WNBA. Like,
but there's no reason to make 2 different panels.
I'm not.
There's no reason to make 2
forget the
different
complex
panels.
condom.
Okay.
Forget that. I'm just saying that
it needs
to
to be
me,
inclusive. I think.
Yeah, I think worrying about that panel.
Yeah.
Just forget it.
Yeah,
like you said, they got their own thing.
They got their own mindset.
That's basically the podcast.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
So that's irrelevant to me. Like, forget that. And I didn't think women should have really cared about that. I think it was like, you know what? I get it, but at the same time, it's like, who cares? That's just the complex thing and whatnot. I would like to see more of these collective women come together, and it's uplifted and shared amongst men to enjoy as well.
Well, okay.
Like the WNBA.
Okay. Well,
they've
hold on.
done a great job with that to help men enjoy it a lot. I feel like, to me.
Okay. So, because you've had a podcast for how many years now?
Too many.
How many times do you invite women that you know who can hold a conversation about sneakers?
Not often.
That's the point.
Yes.
Is that if you want, women should be invited into these spaces, especially one in this community, because they have the knowledge, they can hold the conversation, but a lot of these men expect that women don't.
Oh, no, I don't, because every woman that we've had on this podcast, I feel like have done a great
amazing job.
Like, excellent job.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
I think it needs to be
me.
more inviting.
So when we first started the podcast, it was much easier to invite new people, like
fair,
regularly new people on a regular basis. I feel like with my energy and George's energy of lately with the podcast, I don't even know if I have the energy to invite new people on.
True.
Like, I just don't even have. I'm just used to Rico and Andy. They know how to jump right in. Don, the same old people that come on and just get started. You know what I mean? Even though, like, people would be like, you need to have more guests. I'm like, but we've had probably over 50 guests on this podcast. Maybe
I think
more.
Arizona is just tricky because even when I lived in Houston, like, there was a podcast that I went on in Houston, and there's a ton of women in the sneaker community in Houston that were on the same podcast
it's
that
not
I was.
a real deep pool out here.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's a lot of women out here who like sneakers, but definitely not comfortable enough to come talk about it.
For sure.
And then even with our show, okay, we'll talk about it. Like, it ain't for everybody. Like, it takes a special type of person to deal with George and I.
But even the complex episode, like, it's not for everybody. Like, I've even said it to certain people that I don't want to hear a man's perspective all the time. Like, it's just, y'all are talking about your perspective. I don't want to hear that. Just saying. Saying.
I don't know. Look, like
I listen to it because I support the podcast? Sure. Like, I'll listen to it. I also work in the industry, so I'm going to listen to the people who are writing about the industry that I work in.
I feel that all brands and outlets need to do a better job of uplifting and seeking out more women to provide something for a platform for everybody, not just for women, but a platform for everybody. Like, I feel like Accomplice, as big as that platform is, their podcast, they probably get rid of one of them and whatever, and add a woman. If one of them ever left and they had two, add a woman.
Yeah,
for sure.
Add Shade TV lady.
Stop. Not her.
Don't add.
Don't
add another man back to it. Don't do it.
She's leading the conversation.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's like you have to do that. I thought about it when Ryan left. I thought about it, and I was like, well, who the heck? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wasn't even sure how George felt about it really anymore. Keep going once that happened.
Arizona's hard to have somebody for sure.
I don't know. So
Houston, I mean, my perspective from Houston to Portland and a lot of people that I know in LA, like, there are a lot of women in this industry who are listed as creatives, right? That can come speak on shoes, whatever, the creative design, even just hold a conversation. Because you and I talk about it all the time, but I'm not into shoes like that anymore. Like, I'm just in the industry. Like, I'm doing my professional career in this industry.
Yeah, when me and you talk, we talk more about profession.
We talk about more about profession, versus
because you're
like
old.
That's true, but my perspective is different, right? Like, I don't want to be a creative. I don't want to be an influencer. Like, that's just not my niche. It is a great niche to have, don't get me wrong, but my perspective is, I'm trying to be a senior leader within one of these brands eventually. Because from my perspective is that what I've noticed, everybody talks about, oh, these brands aren't doing this, these brands aren't doing that. Well, do you know who these people are that work at these brands, who are in these positions that make the decisions? They don't look like you and me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, old white man. It's always about the bottom line. I saw a funny tweet today that was like, I don't know if it was a fake quote or a real quote, but they made it look like a real quote from like a current CEO or somebody who was like, the job market is so different these days. These employees don't care about increasing value for the shareholders. And I was like, it was so off the wall that it had to be fake. I was like,
and
duh, buddy. Like,
I get that. So I get that because, like, even for I'm in finance, right? So, like, my job, what I do, I have to bring savings to the brand, right? So it is hard to balance what I know being in the industry prior to having this role and then having a finance role and, like, telling people, well, it's more than just a marketing tactic. What's the return on investment for that marketing content that was rolled out? But you can't it's so hard to quantify that.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, people are like, well, it's all about the culture move. how do you quantify culture move? You don't. That's the thing. So when I said earlier, like, marketing is hard to do, but for me, like, at the end of the day, my actual KPI is to deliver a saving to the brand, not to the people, to the brand.
Right.
So I do have to worry about what the shareholder price is, right? Like, that's just what I do.
At the end of the day, anyone who works in corporate business
Yeah,
has to,
has to.
or they won't keep their job.
For sure.
But when you really think about, like,
But that's the
I don't
hard
want to be like bringing.
That's the
like,
hard
politics or
part.
Social.
Everybody
whatever, but,
forgets that these
like,
brands.
income inequality is crazy, bro. Yeah, I could care less
Yeah.
what Bezos or Elon Musk or any of those dudes think, because I think maybe the comment that I saw came from something that Bezos said or whatever. It's like, you want to talk about people who are out of touch with, like, what is required of the 99% in the country, like.
Well, that's the hard
Buddy.
part, right? Because at the end of the day, these brands are corporations.
Right.
I am just a number to them, right?
100%.
For sure. We all are. So how do you balance the marketing strategy with the finance business strategy? It fights so much. They do not balance each other out. So even I tell you that all the time, like, it's more than just like why we're doing this, why we're doing that. Can we get better at our marketing and our storytelling?
Well,
100%.
Well, yes, but I'm on the side of I don't care about any of that. Like, to me, marketing today in sneakers, in sneaker culture, marketing today is to figure out how to get people to buy the stuff that you don't think can sell itself.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't need. Let's use kids of immigrants, for example.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The Nike Thunder is a great shoe if you had a relationship with it prior to this retro.
Yeah.
Okay? You just know of it, you had it, you remember it, whatever. The Kids of Immigrant shoe is a cool looking shoe, but it ain't that fire. It's fine. It's a fine sneaker. It's clean, it's cool. But the promotion in the background of it makes it
Even
puts
better.
it even better.
Yeah,
that's the
fair.
thing, because if none of that ever was attached to it, I don't think you have the same feeling for
I mean, that's definitely your criticism towards Adidas, right? You've shared that all the time. Like, can we get the storyline? Like, that would make this shoe so much better.
Well, yeah, because I go on Adidas app and I go, this app is 1,000,000,000,000 times
I don't
better
think
than
that's-
sneakers. And it's so much information and things on there, and I go, I don't ever see this. I don't know this. It's
Yeah.
like Puma.
Yeah.
To me, I like Puma, and Puma don't put enough behind it to make you even go like, like maybe I'll cop.
Well, okay, I'm not taking the brand down. Don't get mad at me. In my opinion, I know they tried it with Fear God, man. Adidas hasn't innovated the products enough. Like Puma, look at what Puma basketball did.
Yeah.
Puma basketball is cool.
No.
Buddy, was Puma basketball cool at any point in your lifetime before 2 years ago?
Yeah, but hold on. You know Puma basketball is cool because you look into it and you know it. Nobody else knows how cool Puma basketball is.
Yeah.
Adidas has really...
I don't think the problem is marketing. The problem is design.
Well,
To me.
For that specific collection, fair.
it
No.
depends.
For okay,
That-
The
Fear God
AEs is
doesn't
a
count.
new
the
design.
Bad Bunny stuff, the Bad Bunny's innovative. Other than that, there's nothing else that Adidas
You don't think
is-
that AEs are innovated?
The shoe that you just showed me, the Bape shoe,
Yeah.
to me that's innovative. But I'll tell you at the end
That's not
what
a
I
new
was
shoe.
going to say.
That's not a new shoe, though.
No, I know. I'm saying what they did to the shoe is
Yeah.
innovative because, and I'm not going to say it. I'll say it at the end because I don't want to sound mean.
Yeah.
But to me, like the Ultra Boost was so far advanced from where they were before, and
You've said that
that's
before.
the
Of course.
wave that people, I think, not only did Kanye wear it, but like it was so advanced and cool that Kanye was willing to wear it and other people were willing to wear it to the point that it took off, and then they didn't follow it up with anything.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they did.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Because they had the NMD after that, which was pretty
It was
big
out
after
at the
it.
same time.
No. Same,
It was.
No, same time.
The
It was after the Ultra Boost.
R1 knit NMD was basically at the same time.
Look, the problem is this is other people's perspective.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
not a bro, how are you going to take me to the future? They're not being innovative.
Yeah.
None of that matters any. Okay, This is how I
It
look
matters if you don't have Nike's catalog to make retros off of. It absolutely matters.
Yeah.
at it. Sorry, Rude. Do you gotta leave? Like,
No.
Oh, I'm making sure. Okay, I
No,
just
no,
make sure
no.
we're gonna hold you up. Or
Oh yeah, no,
anything. Okay.
you're good.
Like, yes, but like, okay.
That was basically how Nike kept their market share. They were close to losing. It was the first time that Jordan Brand or Jumpman was not number 2 ever, was when Adidas had the wave from the
Yes.
Ultra Boost NMD.
But
Yeah.
any company that provides a product needs to be innovative, regardless.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but sneakers to
Nike
me.
had the ability to fall back
Fair.
though, on their
Right.
shit.
They
I
have
look at-
a
I look
pretty
at-
extensive catalog.
Yeah.
I look at sneakers right now, Nike, Adidas, all brands. I look at them right now like PlayStation. Like the PlayStation 5, and I tell people this all the time, it ain't that dramatically better than the 4. Like it ain't like, oh my God. Like
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
not my I don't know how much further you can take the PlayStation until it gets to the point.
No, I don't mean
So, like-
technology innovation.
I know what
mean,
you
you
mean.
got to create a new model that people like, that's wearable, that's casual.
hold on.
What?
They create a lot of new models.
Buddy, don't do that.
They do create a lot of new models.
buddy.
Nike creates a lot of new models. Adidas creates a decent amount of new models.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new models that come out. The problem is that when you focus so much on like the nostalgia of everything, you can't let anything go.
But it's not only people who are our age who are not buying.
Right.
Everyone's not buying.
You know, so let's talk about sneakers right now. It's just like alcohol. My friends that work in the alcohol business, they're like, yo, these young cats don't drink.
Right.
Hey, they ain't drinking. These young cats ain't buying sneakers.
I mean,
Right.
they may not drink beer or whatever, but they're still going out and doing shots and all that.
Not as much as we
not much-
used to.
They're trying to figure out what the young. No, hold on. What the young people are doing and what these brands are doing. We
Man,
talked about.
that bar around the corner from my house
Hold
has
on.
never been busier. Though.
Hold on. When they talk about, they're like, yo, we're just trying to see who drinking the next thing. You know, the White Claws, the things like little cool things here and there.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's harder to get people to buy alcohol more, especially with like weed being legal and CB, all this other stuff. They're going for other things that can provide whatever. When it comes to sneakers, money, these kids, I go pick up Cortez from school, and this is 6th grade, and his school goes to 6th to 8th. I don't see nobody out there with fire. Like, and I'm talking like a Bread 4, nothing. These cats are wearing Crocs, Vans, Birkenstocks, slides, Yeezy slides. Yeezy slides are just the number one of number ones at these schools. I don't go see nobody like, yo, he got the black cement 3s on. Literally, you may see one pair out of the entire school. No one's buying this stuff anymore. Like, and people say, oh, no, they are. They're still making money. Of course they are. But like you said, Nike ain't making any money. They're not like, yo, we need to make all this money off this. They're making all their money off all the other stuff that's out there. That's how they're making most of the money. Like I said, when it comes to marketing, and I'm an old man, you can't get me to buy nothing. You can't get me to buy it because I already look at it and go, I want that. I need that.
Yeah.
You don't got to put no marketing behind that. Like, I don't need that right now. Even kids today, you could put all the marketing behind something you want to, and then you tell that kid that costs $200. Here's the marketing. Cool, you love it, and that's $235. Huh?
Well,
I'd rather
we're
buy
not
some
the.
Crocs for something.
We're also not the marketing demographic.
Yes, but the marketing demographic can't afford this stuff.
That's fine, but that's still a spoiled generation. How many parents tell them no?
Yeah, that's fine,
How many parents tell them no?
and that's
To
fine.
you, it may be to us, it may be expensive. I'd be damned, But at the same time, like this generation, they go to their parents, and they're the generation that their parents don't tell them no.
Yes, but their parents don't tell them no, and they have to wait. Do I want Jordan 3s or do I want iPhone 16? Like, that's what they're doing. They're not going like, I need these Jordans. I needed them Jordans over everything at the time because I didn't have another option. There was no other option for me to be cool. It was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, jerseys, but
you
yeah.
know what I mean. But it's like,
You didn't grow up with technology like
exactly.
that.
So kids today are like, yo, I really want an iPhone 16. I'm like, buddy, you already got a 14. What are you talking about? They're not like, well, which one you want? Yes, they can get anything they want, but not really getting both. Some are, some aren't. Like, it just...
yeah, technology definitely. I mean, I remember hoverboards and whatever else.
Yeah.
Like, technology definitely, but that's outside of this. A lot of that stuff is innovation.
Yeah.
You know what the number one thing that every parent that I know that has a teenager or a young kid, you know the number one thing they all want for Christmas? All of them. And they see me wearing it, and see Cortez wearing it all the time? Essentials. That's all they want.
Really?
Yo, you wear essentials. Yo, my kids will not stop. $150 for a sweater. Cortez be wearing that all the time. I'm like, all of them. That's
Yeah.
all they want is essentials. Like right now, that's like the number one thing. I talked to a lady at work. She was like, "Oh, my daughter, she just wants essentials for Christmas." I'm
You
like,
see them like videos people put on social media where the teachers come dressed as a student, right? And
Oh,
every single
yeah.
one is sweats.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pajamas,
Every single one is sweats.
pajamas, sweats, a lanyard, a hoodie,
Yeah.
and Crocs and slides. That's their number one outfit.
I will
you
never
don't even
understand
gotta be
Crocs.
fly no more.
Yeah.
I mean, that will never.
Like, come on, man.
Crocs for kids like max age 8, 9 years old, cool. But like Sam and Nick and them are in college. I don't know if Nick wears Crocs, but Sam, I guess you play sports, soccer, whatever. You got to have something to slip on.
Right.
We used to wear slides.
Slides.
Slide.
Yeah.
We used to wear slides.
Yeah, like so that's the new slide. But I don't, and they don't wear it out. If a college kid is going out to the bar, or at least the girls don't. Maybe the
Yeah.
guys do. I don't know. But Crocs, I just don't.
Yeah.
That does not resonate with me at all. Yeah, like even those Birkenstocks you got, those are better than Crocs.
Right.
But I've never been like a person who was like, oh my God, I need like slippers or slides or whatever.
Same.
It's so fire.
I haven't even worn my Salehi ones.
I wear them just around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I got
But
DS boxes.
But you not in the
Same.
house
That's
right
what I was
now.
like. The one I have, like, is DS. I have not worn them.
Yeah, but after I got these, I'm like, I ain't wearing them
Yeah.
no more. Them joints is weird.
But
Anyways.
yeah,
So
it's interesting.
I don't know. Marketing and all that stuff, it's very interesting, especially at this time right now. Like, it's like you don't need to put any marketing behind a Jordan 3 or anything like that. Or any Jordan whatsoever. There's none. They don't put marketing behind, like, the Jason Tatums and the Zions and all that. They don't put marketing. There's no Fear of God Man commercials. You don't see any of that. You just look like, oh, there's another one. It leaked. The picture's leaked. Here it comes, unconfirmed. There he goes. It's there. Buy it or you don't buy it. Like, that's literally how it goes now.
It might be,
Well, I
though,
think for
also
those-
that people aren't necessarily watching network television or whatever
Yeah.
like they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, now what's
Jason
funny
Tatum's,
is
you're buying it for that person. You're buying because he's wearing it.
what's funny to me is I've been seeing a lot of people complain about what the number one, Netflix hiked their prices last year
Crazy.
or whatever, but like the most recent one is that YouTube TV. I don't know if you
Insane.
remember when we were talking about YouTube TV
Insane.
and I was like,
Yeah.
Hannah's friend, there's 5 of them. They split YouTube TV and the NFL ticket, and YouTube TV does not limit how many people can log into the account. So this dude has 5 TVs in his house. So he has 5 Fire Sticks, all logged into YouTube TV, different NFL game, and then 4 more houses got the same thing. So that's probably why YouTube, I'm thinking, is increasing their prices from where they were to where they are now. But like, people are starting to complain about, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was cord cutters. People might be going back to like cable and stuff if all these streaming ones are
For sure
gonna be
thought
the
about
same
it.
price.
I've for sure thought about it because I pay for all my own subscriptions and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what
like-
the hell?
We
Yeah,
cancel
you're
cable
not
over
crazy.
DirecTV to go pay this and
25
then
here, 9 here,
Paramount
10 here,
Plus.
I feel
11
like
here,
I use-
Yeah,
same
Paramount
thing.
Plus, Peacock, like Apple
Yeah,
TV.
but see, that's the tactic. Though. The tactic is that if you do that, you'll realize that NBA is going to Prime. Like, all the things that you have cable for, they're going to think, I have cable to watch sports.
Yeah.
Unless sports
Yeah,
is on cable.
but if all that stuff keeps getting more expensive, it's going to go back the other way.
Yeah.
Those contracts, those like Amazon's not going to. Well, Amazon I guess can afford whatever they want because of the other part of their business. But like, Paramount Plus is associated with CBS, Peacock's associated with NBC, Hulu, or pick. I don't know. Pick which one is not associated with a network. Is there
They
one?
all
They
are.
all are. They-
Every single one.
I mean, Apple's not really, but Apple's printing money, so it doesn't matter. But like
Every
any
single
of those ones, I guess YouTube TV. Like at some point, people are just gonna say enough's enough. If your price is the same as cable, why would I pay for you? I'm like
Yeah, they won't,
30-second delayed on
They won't
the
say enough's enough.
sports. I think people
We have
will.
to.
No, they won't.
Like,
Because
you
that's the
can't even
problem.
share
They went to
Netflix
that in the first
anymore.
place. They'll go back.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Nobody has the guts to say enough is enough. Like, we all have to do that. That we all have to do it
No,
for
but they,
change.
well, what I'm saying is they already have with cable and DirecTV, so they'll just
Right.
go back.
They look at those things
That's
as
why
archaic.
so many new like subscriptions came up.
Even though there's a little bit more additional things, and I don't want to stay on this too long because I think these batteries may be tripping. It's not cool. Like, it's like DirecTV still, Cox. It almost sounds crazy to have cable. It sounds archaic now. You got your Apple TV, your Netflix, your Paramount, your Hulu, your ESPN Plus, your Disney. You got all these things. once you sign up for this stuff, it's really hard to actually be like, I'm gonna cancel this.
Right.
You just don't.
Yeah.
That's part. It's like a gym membership. It's like you don't ever go, but am I actually gonna cancel this?
There's also like 10 that you need.
Like you need every single one.
Right.
Having kids and not having the Disney app, you're an insane person. What are you, nuts?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Well, Cartoon Network.
it's not fam. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
I know it's not the same. I'm saying that's the cable version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's
If
not-
kids don't grow up in a household without Disney Plus, they won't never know the difference.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they'll find out the difference. They will eventually. They'll find it. Like you think so? They'll find it.
well, yes, they're friends or school
Yeah.
or whatever, but what I'm saying is they're not going to understand the like depth of whatever that thing is. It's not like you go and you play like NBA 2K at your buddy's house or Street Fighter or something back in the day when we played it.
Yeah.
Like you can play the game once or twice and know how cool it is. You ain't get Disney Plus. You watch a movie or a show, like you ain't gonna know how cool Disney Plus is off of one visit to your buddy's house.
Well, you watch a show that ain't on cable, Mandalorian. You watch all them other things. You be like, I really like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
adults. I'm talking about
Oh.
kids. Kids don't care about that. They forget that stuff 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
What's crazy? My kid goes back and they're watching all the stuff that we watched as a kid. I'm like, why are you watching Raven's House?
I mean, that's a
Raven's
good
Home?
thing, though.
No, it is a good
Yeah.
thing.
We watched Honey, I Blew Up the Kid the other day because he had
Yeah.
already seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Love that.
Let's do Bimma. Let's talk Bimma because we still got the top 10 list to do, and it's already 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, and I don't know much about this, so bear with me,
Sure.
okay?
Okay.
Listeners and everybody, all right? So, Bimma Williams did a collab of the year list on his channel or page,
Yeah.
and he invited other people to contribute to the list, okay? It's on YouTube. Go watch it. It's called like Bimma's Collabs of the Year list, top 10 collabs of the year, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen his clips online. That's all I know of Bimma. I've never watched a show. I've never watched an interview of his. I never watched it. Seems like a nice guy, cool cat,
Yeah.
very professional, whatever, okay? So he did this list and whatnot. We're going to go through the list and whatnot, but did you watch it, Ruth?
I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you had asked sort of like, we were texting, like,
Yeah.
the format of that or something like that. Maybe you didn't. I don't know.
The format.
I thought in the text there you said, like, was that the format of it, just that soul, like a collaboration? Maybe you didn't. I don't know. I may be mixing
Okay,
up text
I'm
messages.
trying to remember.
Anyways,
I mean, I only had one big critique about it.
the show about his
About
thing?
the thing.
What was it?
Well, so
Are you gonna wait till we talk? Is it about the sneakers?
it's about the sneaker. Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
the sneakers. Let's do the list of
Okay,
sneakers
let's
first.
do the list.
My only critique of the show is that it's not really a critique because I like him. Seems like a cool cat. I got no problems. I got like him a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I felt like I felt like he really didn't have say in the sneakers. Like it felt like he was narrating everybody else's stuff.
Which isn't a bad thing, because I think that was what the perspective people were saying about the complex one, was that was their perspective on top sneakers of the year, right?
Yes, but I feel like
And Bima's whole thing is like his commentary or his slogan is collab lab, right? Like, you're in the collab lab, let's talk about this.
oh okay.
Yeah.
About that.
So I think why he invited that many people is to get people to be more collaborative with him on what the industry, the people in this industry, the creatives are saying what they thought sneaker of the year should be.
Okay.
Versus-
collab of the year, not sneaker of the year. It was literally just collaboration of the year. That was the list.
Yeah.
You got your boy in this video.
So I'm gonna go through the list.
That's funny,
And I'm gonna go.
I even know.
I'm gonna go from 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 10, and I'll say the people who were on here, and God bless your names. Like I don't read acts. All right. Number 10 was the New Balance 1906R Rosewater Action Bronson sneaker. And Dre the God, or maybe I wrote it down. Dre the Shoe God. That was his pick. All right. Fine sneaker. Now, let me go through the list and we'll talk about it. Number 9, they had the Nike Dunk Wu-Tang, and that was from a Jamerson. Okay. And I don't know a lot of these people like that. I know some of them. I don't know a lot of them.
Right.
Number 8 was the Jordan 3 Nina Chanel, and Sneaker Fetish Man put that on there.
Boy,
Right.
That was number 8. Number 7 was the Saucony Omni Pro Grid 9, the J Tips.
Yep.
And that was by a Tiona Denise.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6 was a New Balance 1000 Joe Fresh Goods, and that was put on there by a
I don't even. She used to
Tamara Dia.
She used to work for Complex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just known like in LA
All right.
fashion.
Number 5 was Nike Jumpman, Jordan Jack Jumpman, Travis Scott, the trainer thing you guys like. And that was
This Joe Fresh Goods 1000 joint is kind of fire.
by Same Old Seth. Number 4 was Asics Kith times Marvel. Asics times Kith times Marvel, and that was by Cousteau. Number 3 was the Air Jordan 4, the RM, Jordan 4 Low, if you want to call it that. Nigel Sylvester, Sneaky Leak Pod, put that on there. Number 2 was the Adidas Anthony Edwards one. Anthony Edwards, whatever. And that was put on by Atlanta, whatever his name is, ATF, whatever that is. And then number 1 was the Air Sun Kids of Immigrants, and that was put on there by No ID is Original. Okay. Going through the list.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let's just talk about the sneakers, right? When I looked at this list, I saw maybe 2 that I thought were legit collaborations. Everything else to me, like putting a Travis Scott on a collaboration list. Travis Scott is a Jordan athlete as far as I'm concerned. I'm not an athlete, obviously, but like he's not in the collaboration category to me.
So that's my critique. I'm trying to give Bimma the benefit of doubt of like the list is collabs of the year because he's inviting people to pick a top 10 for sneaker of the year.
Yeah.
Because that's what the panel was, right?
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I'm assuming. Because again, from when I watched it, I was like, AE is not a collab. That's a signature shoe. So it shouldn't be listed as collab of the year.
So his thing says top 10 best sneaker collaborations.
I know. That's why I'm like, I think it's backwards because you're right. Like, not all of these are
But that was a
collabs. These are just
that was a
sneakers.
critique I did have with
Yeah.
him was he allowed things that. What's the baseline for his thought of what a collaboration?
He put his critique up. He's put his matrix up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it was sent. It was he put it out what his matrix was.
Like in the show or before?
It was before.
Oh,
It
okay.
was part of the rollout.
So
See.
even with Action Bronson, this is like his second, third, fourth, fifth pair or something like that. It's pretty close to 3 or 4 or 5, I think.
I would still say his are collabs though.
You still consider him a collab? You don't consider him a New Balance person?
No, because Joey Fresh
Collab?
is a collab.
Okay. The Dunk Wu-Tang at number 9,
It's not a collab.
I still consider it a collab.
Really?
And I only consider it a collab, but that's it. There's never been another Wu-Tang Nike. So it's like they collabed once and they just retroed the collab. So to me, that's still a collab. There's no more Wu-Tang sneakers. There's no other ones.
Okay, I take it back. I guess I didn't read the email fully.
What's it say?
There was an email that he sent out as far as what the collab criteria was. And he defined collab, a sneaker created in partnership with an athlete, non-athlete, or a brand. The sneakers can be totally new creation or a retro or performance model. That's what he defined collab. So, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that, yes, the AE should be listed as sneaker of the year, so to speak.
No, collaboration of the year.
Well,
Like
but it's still sneaker of the year. I think this all came out again, going back to why he did this list, right? Is because sneaker of the year panel. That's all.
But they're not making a list of sneakers of the year. They're making a list of sneaker collaborations of the year.
I think you're being stuck on that because his whole marketing thing is collab. Like his
but
marketing
it's titled
is
that.
based on. Okay.
Bima's collab of 2024.
Just don't overthink it.
Top 10 best sneaker collaborations. That's what it's titled.
Fair. Again, his marketing campaign slogan is all about collabs. So he talks about sneakers as collabs. Yes.
Nina Chanel 3. Here's the thing. I really don't got a problem with any of these being on here except Travis Scott and I may be able to make an argument for Nigel. He's a Jordan person now, and has been. And then the Anthony Edwards. The Anthony Edwards has zero business being on there.
Again, just based on what I just shared, his criteria and how he described the definition of what collab, I think it's a valid entry.
Nah. Anthony Edwards is a valid entry.
Based on how he defined collab. A sneaker created in partnership with an athlete, non-athlete, or a brand. The sneakers can be totally a new creation or a retro or a performance model. He defined that
Air
before.
Sun, Kids of Immigrants. I have no problem with that being collaboration of the year.
Can you just stick with the idea that it's just they're talking about sneaker of the year?
No, they're not.
Collab.
Why do you keep saying that? The word collab and collaboration is all over the video.
Part of his slogan. I'm trying to tell you.
So I feel like his slogan is just to figure out collab of the year. I don't think he's trying to figure out sneaker of the year.
I think it is collaborations because I'm reading some other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's saying, like if you read the narrative that's on the YouTube video itself, it talks about it, and then Hypebeast wrote a piece. Where is this? Where did I see this?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Again, from my perspective as someone who's very close to one of these brands, is that specific shoe a collaboration?
No,
it is not. Yes.
Okay.
No, it is.
He has another one coming. He has plenty more coming out for the next probably 10,
Correct.
15 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm in agreement with you, is what I'm saying. Yes.
You know, I don't have a problem with the sneakers on the list. Honestly, none of them were like earth shattering to me, anyways. Like
The year was pretty whack, though.
huh?
The year was pretty whack.
You know,
I don't know. They're pretty.
No, it was.
Those are pretty good call outs. I will say that.
I don't know, man.
Again, this is all very your own perspective, right? Which I think was his point on doing this was that he brought in people in this industry outside of who works for a brand or gets paid for the brand. Like they literally came together and said, this is what my thought should be as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I think that's what the point he also was making.
Now, this is the thing that for me too when I watch this show, and obviously my comparison is just like with ours and maybe even other podcasts and whatnot. Like there's a super duper space for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is for a particular audience. Like people will look at us and me and George, and people get on here and how we talk and act and say stuff. It's like out of control. It's too much. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm not trying to be anything else but how I would be outside of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could get here too and be like, hey, gang, what's the skinny? I could do all that stuff too and be professional and whatnot. But I watch it and I go, there's no debate. It's like, you pick one, you pick one, you pick one, you pick one, throw it in there. Like, how was it ranked? Like, how the heck was it ranked?
Well, people could ask you the same about your top 10 lists because what you say, it's to me.
No.
All of you all say that.
See, he makes a list.
He's saying, like, how did the homeboy pick the 10 people?
Like, was it determined that kids of...
Because they did it even if they didn't need to do it in number order, they did it in number order.
Number 10 is Action Bronson. Number 1 is Kids of Immigrants. Like,
yeah.
How did you determine that his is number 10?
Fair.
Did they all say a sneaker?
Fair.
And then he ordered it? Because I can't remember watching the video. Did they go in number 1?
No.
Is.
Where did he come from? What did he do before? Has he worked in the industry forever?
Yes, he works for both. He'd worked with both brands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the
the
kitchen
marketing.
or what? Innovation kitchen? Or?
I think it was. I don't know specifically. I know, but it was on the marketing side.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know actual titles, but I know at least for the Adidas one, he was on that side.
Okay,
so.
cool.
I'm
trying to make sure it's not like Shay GB lady who came out of nowhere.
No, he actually he actually has a resume for sure that gives him at least room to talk what he talks.
When I seen somebody,
I don't know. Unlike
somebody
her,
sent
for
this
sure.
to me.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper at all.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I would care about.
I think I anticipated conversation. I didn't anticipate.
That's fair.
Just the list. And people had sent it to me like, "Oh, did you see this? You see this? You see this?" Like before it happened, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even see this." And I looked at it, whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought like, "Oh, they were all gonna get online and
Yeah.
collaborate and
Yeah. Fair.
whatever." And it was just like it felt like
They collaborated on a list.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They all contributed
he took
to
10
a
different
shoot.
people and put it
Yeah.
into one video.
Well, yes, but that's my thing.
mean-
And maybe I didn't pay attention to the audio as much as I did. Like, did the person go at number 10, the Action Bronson, or did he just say a shoe and then Bimma organized it?
He did a lot of lifting of it
Yeah.
before they did their little snippet.
Yeah. And then they contributed by saying their attributes about that shoe or that collaboration and why they were listing it for top 10.
And what does he do now? He just does YouTube. That's it.
I don't
mean,
know
for the most part, like a
exactly
YouTube
what
show?
Oh,
he
you see it
does.
on Instagram.
Yeah, I just see him on Instagram. I don't know exactly. I knew he had
Shout out to him, man.
like a show that he narrated and like interviewed certain people. I think it was with YouTube,
Yeah,
but with
so it was
all
called
the
Sneak
the
This.
DEI stuff, it was discontinued. So I can't remember. I remember he shared about that, but yeah.
I mean,
But I
I like what he did with that video. It was a good idea to get 10 different people on there to do it. I like the idea. Now,
I think
there
I
was some
wanted to-
nerds in that video that had no business being involved in sneakers whatsoever. but-
I think I want to know his involvement. Like, I think I want to know, like, besides putting together the show,
Yeah.
because it felt like, and this is no disrespect, it felt like watching like America's Home Videos, where it's like he
listen.
cuts in like up to the next video, and then somebody else talks.
Yeah.
Boy, that was crazy. I do agree that the Adidas blah 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 blah. Then up next, number 9, and then it's like, yo, you're wild for that. Like it felt like I was like, are you just narrating, or do you have input? Like, what did you provide to this besides?
I'm
the
sure he
organization?
had conversations with these people. I'm sure he has a relationship with all of them. For sure. Like I'm sure he has a relationship with them.
Yeah,
So,
maybe. So
I don't know. I don't know him personally. I know he's very well known in Portland.
100%.
Listen, being like a sneaker expert is not like being a lawyer or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to pretend like you got to go to get a degree or college or
Right.
put on or whatever. But like,
There's just a lot of criticism.
Some
being
people
some type
don't.
of sneaker.
it's not that
person.
you don't deserve a voice, buddy. You don't need a voice. Like, shut up. I'm not talking about Bimma, man, Bimma, whatever. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
Like, buddy.
I feel that about us. I feel that about everything.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about sneakers all that much anymore, really. I mean, we have like stuff here and stuff there, but you saw the comments off that last show was like, it literally just be a pop culture show now. I mean, where we talk about a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as sneaker expert. Like I said, you don't go to college to get a degree or whatever. We did this. We didn't. And honestly, when you first texted the whole idea wasn't like, hey, let's go do specifically a sneaker podcast. You were like, let's do a podcast because all we do is talk about
sneakers.
shoes and bullshit and whatever else all day long.
Yeah.
So it made sense to, like, if we're just going to text about what releases are coming out, sneakers, blah, 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 all day long, and then it could go into all the other stuff we like, sports, music, whatever else. But again, there's no such thing as like a master's or PhD in sneakers, but
Right.
I mean,
It probably will be eventually.
I don't think so.
they were doing some like college
hip-hop
courses on that
degrees,
kind of
don't they?
stuff, but
I mean, but they were doing it on like marketing and journalism, right? Like that's
don't
what
think-
people are considered. I think even for me, I mean, I have business degrees. I don't have a fashion
Yeah.
degree, and I talk about sneakers. So yeah,
I don't know. List is fine. I got no problem with the list, or
Yeah.
maybe I just really
the
don't even
year
care.
was whack.
I think I'm more
Year is
annoyed when Nice Kicks.
That shoe,
Nice Kicks is good.
that shoe that finished number 1 or whatever. We're assuming that was the list.
Yeah.
That shoe that finished number 1 would not be in the top 10 in many other years. Now, I'm not going to say last year or pick a specific year. It would not even be in the top 10 in some years.
but are you thinking just for the aesthetic of what the shoe looks like, the model, the colors?
I don't hate
No.
hate the shoe.
Yeah,
I like what they did with the color blocking, the design,
Yeah.
the fact that it's a collab, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
cool?
But a zipper shoe
Let's
is
stop.
crazy.
Like, let's stop.
A zipper, like,
Stop.
and I've said this on the podcast for years and years and years. His favorite shoe of all time, or at least I'm going to say it that way, he can call it whatever he wants, is a zipper shoe.
What shoe is that?
Robin Worms.
I mean, it's one of.
That's what I said.
Okay, well,
Your favorite shoe, you can change wording how you want.
Yeah.
Well, you know the wording. You could just say it. Don't
buddy,
do that,
buddy, tomato, potato, potato.
No, don't do that.
Throw a head of lettuce at you right now on stage to boo you.
Don't do that.
Whatever, same thing. That's the only shoe we literally walk to the cobbler and have cobbler jokes because of that one shoe. I'm gonna put it number one. But like, and the Peyton too. You like the Peyton. The gloves is another zipper shoe. That's in your top 5.
I will say though,
buddy,
this list is really good when you think about the storytelling for each of the release.
Oh, stop.
Yes,
Ruby.
it is. Yes,
Stop
it
with this.
is.
Stop,
Yes,
stop,
it is.
stop.
Yes, it
again,
is.
I like the content. I like how he did it. It's
that's what I'm
different.
saying.
But the shoes on the list are whack.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
But you're saying from
Not
the
all of them.
perspective
The
of
shoes are
like,
whack.
you wouldn't buy these shoes.
Buddy, they put Anthony Edwards PE number 2 overall for the whole year.
Yes, they're
that
like-
shoe shouldn't be in the top 10 in a
Yes.
normal year.
That's crazy.
There's
That's
like-
crazy.
No.
But
Top 10?
okay, but
sneaker
you
of the
had
year?
Sneaker of the
Yes.
year. Yes, absolutely.
And hold
Sneaker
on,
of the
Anthony
shoe.
Edwards came out in 2023. I don't even know why that's still being brought up in 2024.
What are you talking about? Last statement.
No, it's a sneaker of the year candidate. The Anthony Edwards. Well, it shouldn't be.
Not in like 2015, 2016, 2017. No, it's not.
Okay,
It wouldn't even be in the top 10.
I mean,
What are you talking about? People were still wearing KDs and LeBrons like it was a normal shoe.
Outside of like specific like a Grinch Kobe 6 or whatever, I can't think of a ton of models from Kobe or LeBron or whatever that would have been South Beach, obviously. Yeah. But I can't think of a ton of models that would have been in the top 10 shoes of that year.
hold on, don't do that.
There's not a ton.
Don't do that.
Give me an example.
Don't do that.
Just give me an example.
No, because that's the point I make all the time about Kobe's line. What's period?
I named them all. I didn't only say Kobe. I named them all. Kobe, LeBron, KD,
that's fine.
whoever.
But the Kobe line, the LeBron and all them lines aren't put on such a high pedestal like the Kobe line. It's just not.
The man's dead. Relax.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
That's part of it. Not for me, for people.
Before he was dead, it was put on a high pedestal.
Of course.
Okay. And I said this to everybody. The reason why you put Kobe's line on such a high pedestal is because it has like some of like the greatest colorways of all time, and you make it think the whole line is better than what it actually is. The Grinch is the greatest, maybe the greatest.
The designs
Nike
were also
basketball
good, and they were better than the other ones, though.
It was
LeBron's after the LeBron 8, he went like this, and then back up a little bit,
That's
and
fine.
then
That's
Kobe
fine.
still went up after. That's a difference.
and that's fine, but it's not as great as people make it. It is. It's not.
I don't even know what that means. What does that
Because
even
like you
mean?
said, if you win every single year of every Kobe line, top 11, 12, whatever
I
models.
didn't say Kobe a line.
I'm
I
just
said all
saying,
basketball
you
shoes.
wouldn't have a Kobe every single year in top 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I never said you would.
I know that, but that people act like it would. Like to me, you can have there's other sneakers that you would have in a.
Here's the comparison I'll make. We talk about this all the time. Different PEs, signature shoes. Who has the best one? Who's held up? Whatever. Barkley's got a few that would be on there. Penny's went downhill after the 2. The one that came out that was like the Statue of Liberty and whatever, not Ghost Protocol. What's the one?
Phantoms. I don't know. Whatever. Cloaks.
Yeah, Cloak. They made a nice little comeback with that. The LeBrons went down. If you look at all the people that has signature shoes, obviously Michael Jordan is number 1 with the most fire models. Kobe's probably number 2. That's why people say that.
Yeah.
Because so many of his shoes were hits.
Yeah.
Not like you go down to LeBron. What's LeBron on now? 22, 23? There's not a ton of hits in there.
You're right.
Yeah.
But that's due to longevity. He would have stopped at 12. It would have been a ton of hits.
Fair.
Well, I'm not saying based on percentage. I'm saying the actual shoes.
Well, based on percentage.
Like, I'm not saying like 10 out of 22 were good. I'm saying just in general, the Kobe line had a lot of hits. That's why people like it. That's why I probably put it number 2 behind Jordan.
Yeah.
Look, the list is fine.
The list is good.
That's all I got.
You guys are being tough critics.
Well,
I will say, hold on.
Like I said,
hold on, really quick.
I like the content. I like the style.
There's
but
no Bad Bunny on this. It's insane.
I just said most of the shoes are whack, and you disagree with me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You said no, they're not.
Not all of them.
I didn't say they were all whack. I said most of them were whack.
It is hard to narrow down 10 shoes.
Oh yeah, it's
No, it's
impossible.
not.
We do it every.
He literally just named out 10, 12, 15 releases for the next week.
It's not hard.
But
It is hard.
no.
But here's the thing. someone's PE or signature shoe from a basketball player that's just like, it doesn't even matter. You pick whatever colorway you want. It's not like Virgil took it and made a top, what did he call it, top 10 or whatever? It's not like he took AE's shoe and made it like something else and made people go crazy for it. It's just a basketball PE. Is it fire? Yes. Is it a top 10 shoe of the year? No.
Okay, so I think from my perspective on that, and it's not biased because of my connection, but hold on. So AE's released in December of 23, so I think it's worth being considered
we put on a thing last year.
No.
Yeah, but it didn't release until December. So I think, okay, are you putting any of the shoes that are being released this month?
Well, you can.
None of them are listed.
January.
If he did,
none of the shoes are listed in anybody's top 3 for any December.
Like, let's say Anthony Edwards did a collab with Kith or something.
The Kids of the Nation, whatever it's called, just came out.
If it came
and
out,
people got the sneaker of the year.
November.
Man, if you don't
November.
stop.
Anyway, so AE, I think the reason why it's listed so high is because it is blown up. The marketing has been amazing on it. Also, he has had it.
Sorry, what'd you say?
He's on
because he dunks on people.
Yeah, I was
No, that's not why.
He has been a
not.
great athlete this year. He
and
is
it's because
literally
of
backing up.
Post-game interviews. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Personality.
Like, it's his personality tied with the shoe.
People, his personality as well.
Everybody loves his personality. And then not only that, then you have like Wale wearing the shoe, reminding people of our generation, like, oh, you can wear basketball shoes like regular sneakers, like regular clothes. I think so.
Wale is strictly for the internet to where we go, whoa, we can do. Wale ain't.
But people used to get their fists off with KD's, foam posits, all of the.
They all look at Wale and go, whoa, he can do it. And then we go get him and we go, huh? That only works on Wale. I've fallen for it numerous times in my entire life.
I don't know. I think I've seen quite a few people that can pull off same fit.
I mean, but you're not saying that his opinion is not valid. You're not saying that. His opinion's valid.
Well,
if anyone knows about sneakers, it's that guy.
No.
Not Jim Jones.
No. Hold on. I'm not saying it's not valid.
Not Ben Baller.
No.
Him.
No. Oh, no, dude.
Fam, Ben Baller went in that episode is still on the internet where Ben Baller went into riff and didn't know what some of the names of the shoes were.
His opinion is not wrong and whatever. No one cares anymore.
I don't care about if your opinion's right or wrong. Our opinions are wrong all the time. But it holds weight. It holds weight.
It holds weight for a certain demographic.
To us.
Us old men?
Right.
Like, dude, Cap's like, huh?
We're still here doing the pod. That's the point of it.
No. We made a list.
I don't think 12-year-olds are listening to us, buddy.
I don't care about Fat Joe's opinion anymore. DJ
Fat
Clark
Joe's
Kent
opinion never mattered to me.
But it mattered.
That
it may
man
not matter to
licked
you.
a shoe.
Doesn't matter.
No, thank you.
Fat Joe's opinion mattered. Not to us, but it mattered.
Does anybody's opinion matter to you?
Now?
In general?
Opinion matters to me.
I'm saying hold weight. That's the term that I use.
Because you know who one of your friends of the podcast always says to me is like, men shouldn't care about any other man's opinion. It only should be a woman's perspective that you should really be caring about.
Hold on. This might surprise Greg.
Nobody got time for that.
This might surprise
Somebody
Greg.
always try to make anything gay.
I always make fun of
No, not that.
That's literally what it is. Yo, you should care about another man's opinion. You should care about the women. Like, man, if you don't stop.
I always make fun of them cats, and
listening to a men podcast, talking about you should live about men. Okay.
I always make fun of them cats, but I actually respect Brennan Dunn's opinion on some of that stuff. Like, I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff more than them other cats do in sneakers.
Yeah.
See, I don't know nothing they talk about, so I can't tell you, like
he actually goes to, like, marketing
releases.
events, like stuff where he like,
gets invited,
and I'm sure part of it is because he just people he knows,
right?
But like, Matt be hanging out with him all the time.
Yeah,
Hugh Hefner be hanging out with him.
And
so I know he is like a legitimate industry person where he knows his opinion carries weight to me.
Yes.
And I understand you shaking your head. That's why I said, like,
I'm not shaking my head. I just don't know about it. I have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you what he talks about. So,
and I ran
don't watch the show either. I'm saying from social media.
I don't follow him. I have no idea what he talks about.
I don't follow him either.
Right. I will
still
agree,
see
though.
Stuff on that's not who you don't follow.
I only see
it's suggested. Oh my.
Oh.
I don't see them cats. I don't know. I don't know what they talk about.
Why do you only see his stuff?
I literally only see Welty stuff from that show and All Complex. I don't see none of them.
They know y'all hate each other. That's why.
Right.
All I see is sneaker fetish man all day.
Because they know you hate each other.
Right. Your phone does be listening to
Big Brother
what you
is
say.
on your back.
Opinions that I care about in sneakers.
His opinion, I could care less.
Honestly, the only opinions I care about in sneakers are from people that I know. Like, just, I know personally.
No,
Okay.
I'm not saying we care. I'm saying it holds weight in the industry or whatever.
Only people, hold
That's
weight
different.
to me.
Yeah.
She asked me what opinion.
Yeah.
I
Your
understand
opinion.
that. You're not going to say Wale's opinion is not valid, though.
I didn't say it's not valid. I said I don't care.
That's different,
That's different.
than do you respect it?
Yeah.
Does it hold weight?
If
Yes.
he was on the panel, would you
If
listen to
Wale
his
walked in a room
perspective?
right now, you would have a discussion
He's
with
been
him.
on their panel before, and it's just foolishness. He goes up there and does weight. It's foolishness.
Okay.
If Wale walked in a door and if Fetish had walked in a door, you're going to have two different reactions based on how much
We're
you
talking
respect.
about literally years, almost a decade in between the two.
Why does that matter?
Because one is a dork and one is
That doesn't exactly. You're right about that, but that doesn't have
what
anything to do
you're
with
saying.
years.
Yeah.
It does. That's
it
my
doesn't.
era. I'm not
Yeah.
listening to this sneaker pervert geek that just begs all day on social media. He's a thought, all right? So he's different. Wale ain't out here in engagement farming.
Cool. That's part of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You respect his opinion and you're willing to have a conversation with him because whatever you want to call
on.
it holds weight.
Let's go. Hold on. I don't not respect sneaker man, fetish man's opinion.
Again, you changing the topic. Stop changing the topic.
Yeah, but you're trying to make me choose between the two.
No, I'm
No,
not. I'm
no.
trying to make a point on.
Yeah.
You keep saying, "Do I care about it?" That's not the point I'm making. If someone's knowledge, whatever opinion, hold more weight than someone else's? Yes.
Yes.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You keep switching it up to something else. Yes, other man is a geek. I don't care nothing about what he got to say. Does his
hold
opinion
on.
hold weight? No. Does Wale's opinion hold weight?
on.
Yes.
Hold weight to us or a person.
Yes, I
Okay.
said that 20 minutes ago.
Because here's the thing.
Because he just said that about
But
Brendan
hold on,
Gunn.
here's the thing. If I'm thinking bigger picture overall, sneaker
Yeah.
fetish man's opinion probably weighs more than Wale's right now.
It might,
might.
but we don't care what 13-year-olds
Yeah.
think. I mean,
I don't know who he talks to.
if
so I don't know.
we
But,
cared
like,
if
what
you
kids
ask-
thought, you would
if-
have kids on the show as guests. We don't.
If
They're
you
kids.
ask
They're
a
not with us.
broader group of people who are either at least 30, they're going to care about Wale versus him. They
There's-
may know him.
There's kids
the
begging
sneaker
for that
fetish,
cat's
but
attention.
I
That's the sad part.
like, even for me, like, I'm gonna look at what Ale does, not this person. I also don't know him, so I don't follow him. I don't really listen to that. But I personally, I also worked at Foot Action where everybody came in wanting to buy phone pauses because they were either from the DMV area and they were big fans of Wale, J. Cole. Like, I don't know.
Years ago.
Just saying. I'm just
Like,
saying.
that
That's
don't
my
matter no
perspective,
more.
though. That's my perspective.
I know that. Like, that but doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's like, boy, I'm listening to Wale because 10 years ago,
It's
did this.
nostalgic.
It's like,
It's nostalgic.
Wale comes in with an opinion about, like, something like, oh, man, what's up, man? I was a huge fan, but, like, what am I going to do now? He come in here talking about, yo, bro, where your phones now? Okay,
Buddy,
Wale.
that's not what I'm saying.
Wale.
What are you talking about?
I get
You're
it, Wale.
creating like your own weird scenario
Yeah,
for no
I'm
reason.
trying to create a conversation of a Wale would
Do you,
matter.
if you met Brendan Dunn and Sneaker Fetish at an event, a hypothetical situation, which one do you think you would have like a more reasonable conversation with?
Brandon Dunn.
Why?
sure.
Hold on.
'cause
I'm
I will
talking only about sneakers.
Yeah,
I'm
only
not
about
talking about
sneakers.
like social media.
Let me tell you something.
Sports, nothing else.
Regardless of how I feel about how sneaker fetish man acts on social media, I've never said anything negative about his opinions or what he does.
That's fine.
In it. So I'm not gonna sit there and say like I'd have a better conversation with Dunn Man. I don't know nothing about what he talks about.
Then
I've
put
listened to
someone else in there.
Yeah. But also, I mean, you have okay. So
Why is this so
to the-
difficult for you?
I
to
don't know
answer
why.
this
Me
question?
neither. Because like
I'd rather-
I just
fine.
read. You also have to read people's work to like understand what they're saying. Like
Stu or him?
I just read Brandon Dunn's most recent article about Nike's new like running shoe
Rich
release.
Mays or him? Like,
Literally.
what do I need to do here? How is this not landing with you?
Maybe I don't care about anybody's at this point.
I mean, that's fair.
fine. You
'Cause
don't have to
even
care.
the articles
That's all
I
I'm
send you,
asking
you're like, I'm not reading this. I send you so many articles that I read about this industry.
Yeah, because you be sending stuff that's like it's written for a reason. Like I
Sure.
don't, and it's like, what am I gonna gain from this?
Knowledge.
Knowledge
Insight.
about what? Like, the knowledge doesn't matter in this stuff. This is my entire perspective ever since this. Does this sneaker look fire or not? That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yo, so-and-so man has been killing it. Who is that? Oh, he's a designer for this shoe sucks. That's literally all that matters now in 2020, 24. That's it. 23, 22, 21. That's all that matters now. Now, if we're talking about 2008 and 9 and 10, yo, Wale got them on. Going to cop matters. Today, them suck. Them is fire. That's literally it.
I still have no idea what point you're trying to make, but yes, obviously I understand.
My point is that, like, in this, since everybody has an opinion and everyone has a voice and everybody has something, nobody's opinion and voice matters at all anymore. It's just everybody has one. Who do you go, wow, his is much better than yours? What his followers look like. His is better.
I don't think
That's all that matters.
I don't think anyone's opinion ever matters.
Okay.
That wasn't the point I was trying to make.
Okay. POV, opinion, point of perspective, ideas, conversations, whatever you want to put on it. You can't go to us and be like, man, their opinions really matter. You can't go to another podcast and do that, or but what they say really, it doesn't. You go, I like their personalities because I think they can relate to a certain audience. What they talking about, I don't give a shit about. I don't agree with whatsoever. But, like, they have something that I just feel we can build something off of.
I think there's layers to that, right? Because if you put...
You only had so many people to get perspective from back in the day. It was Michael Jordan flying through the air. He's cool. I want those. Then it turned into Sean Kemp. Then it turned into Kobe Bryant and Penny Hardaway. And then once they faded away, it was like, man, how do I make this still be cool to me? Yo, is that rapper got them on? Whoa, Wale got him. Take Coca. Rappers got him on.
Don't do that because you read Slam Magazine just like I did and everybody else. You was getting opinions from Slam Magazine. We all did.
They sold you
and
marketing.
Source and whatever else.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. You know better.
And that's basically what these creators influencers are now.
You're going to try to tell me you didn't get information, whatever else from Slam Magazine, Vibe, Source, whatever else?
Vibe, Source, Slam.
You are such a Capricorn.
Yes. Now we're here now. Now
that's fine.
Now it's like, get on my phone. It's somebody talking. And then here comes Wale comes out of the blue. Where are your phones?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
You know what? Somebody is saying the same thing about you. Somebody's always
1000%.
talking.
I get on here and say, stop listening to us. Stop listening to us for about a year and then come back in a year later.
Buddy.
And we said too much. Come back in a year later, then come back into us. We've said too much already.
Yeah.
Some cats go to us and they go, these two are actual morons. They're children. I see the comments. They're like, these are just big children. What do you want to tell you?
No, duh.
They're like, bro, how do you just gotta say something sucks? Because that's what I said when I was in the car.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not coming over here being like, not for me. I can do that. Go get that from Bimma. Go get that from Cousteau. Go get that from Sneaker Fetish Man. Go get that from them. Yo, this sneaker came down from the 1906. I don't care about no story. I don't care about no history. Nothing. The only story that mattered was when Michael Jordan went like this. Dunked on it. That's all that matters. That's the only story. Period. Like, what are we talking about here?
I mean, that also just says to you guys, right? Like, you stay authentic to yourself and you just like, I do this because I like to talk about sneakers. That's it.
Fam, does this suck? How much that cost? Wait, does that go on sale? That's literally it. This podcast is honestly stupid now. Most podcasts are stupid now. I text Ruby, but I got no topics. What we got? 2 weeks in a row? When's the last time we done this 2 weeks in a row? I'm sitting there like, oh, boy.
Well, we had a lot to talk about today, apparently.
I mean, we did, but I actually like this conversation a little bit different.
Right.
So.
The marketing, I like that. Let's do top 10 lists and get the heck out of here. All right, we got to go. Let's get out of here.
You still want to do it?
Yes. Are you okay with that?
Sure. I mean,
Your face,
I feel like you're done.
No, I'm not done.
No, he's done. He's definitely done permanently because he don't care no more. He's like, I don't care.
I do care about it. The problem is that I feel like this podcast has always been about conversation based. How can you pull a conversation out of something versus being like, bro, did you see the Wu-Tang Dunk coming back? Fire or not fire? That's for geeks, all right? There's about 1,000 shows doing that, bro. Got the Wu-Tang Dunk. Whoa, the soul. Whoa. Stop, you nerd. All right?
Yes.
Talk a little bit more about it. We ran out. We're on 300 some episodes. What more do you want from this podcast? Huh? Then here come Wale out of the blue.
So maybe that's why
Hey,
you
look at
do
me.
switch to pop culture.
Look at me, I got foams, guys. People are like, whoa, Wale's back. He got foams. Wale's 43. What do you want from
That beanie movement is great.
Right, that beanie's like how he wears his beanie too.
Yeah,
So
wait till
you
see
get
that
some
beanie,
you get some
bro.
influence there too.
Let's do top 10 lists and go home. It's getting late. All right, my wife is going to be heated when I get
Right.
home.
You're an insane person, huh?
We're
But you
doing-
already knew that.
Oh, shut up. I got to get my white elephant gifts.
Ooh.
We're doing top. Oh, they close at midnight. We're doing.
10 white elephant gifts.
We're doing.
Right. Oh, that's
White
a good
elephant
one.
for what? Family?
No, for work.
Oh,
We're doing.
That don't matter.
I'm getting somebody Lego sets. We're doing top 10
That's crazy.
Christmas. Why?
That's expensive, no?
Oh, no. $25 Lego sets.
Oh, okay.
We're doing top 10 Christmas sneakers to us. Is that good? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody want to go first?
I mean, I will. I don't care.
All right, go first, George.
Number 10. And I mean, this list is whack. To preface, not the idea of the list, just when you get down to like 10, 9, 8, 7, the idea is good because you got something.
Don't turn the pot off, guys.
Don't turn the pot off.
George is like, this is trash.
After your rant,
Right.
rant you just did, they
How many
turned us
people
off.
do you
They
get the-
unfollowed.
Do you get the data where it sees if people actually listen to the entire episode?
Listen, if someone
And
listens
on average, they listen to about 47 minutes.
I was gonna say, if
Okay.
someone listens to 2 hours and 43 minutes, I don't care if they log off and miss the last 10.
Right,
It's fine.
right,
I
right,
mean, anyways, number 10, Katie for bronze, copper. Was it copper? What do you call it?
yeah.
Like I said, the bottom of the list is whack.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked, but it was better than a lot of the other options. Number 9, Kobe 10. These, I mean, it goes without saying, Christmas is the name of the shoe for most of these. Kobe 10 Christmas is black mainly, and then on the toe it has like, it's fly knit, so it has like some Christmas colors woven into the toe pretty much. Number 8, Kobe 7, the one you almost got in a fight at Nike Scottsdale over. The one, I think you got 27 pairs, and the OG man didn't want to give you the flight ones or whatever.
Whatever it was.
Number 7, you might not have expected me to have this on the list. Number 7, Air Tech Challenge 3 Christmas.
Yeah, that sucked.
They suck, but they're better than the stuff I've named so far. Number 6, Concepts Dunk High Ugly Sweater Gray Pair or Silver Pair
Number
or whatever.
6. You must got another color up higher then.
Obviously,
Oh, okay.
Gray Pair. Like I said, the list doesn't extend very far, so you basically have to put both in there.
It was pretty hard.
And the third one, no. The third one
Hard.
is,
This was your idea,
the
Ruby.
third one is not on the list.
Okay.
Number 5, Kobe 8, which was the one that Mark actually tried to help me
Yep.
out with.
Yep.
And then he was like, you should have let me know. I would have held it for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, buddy, why don't you just tell me ahead of time? Because I was in California, but then I think I ended up checking out on Nike or something anyways.
Yeah.
No, it was a different trip. I was at my sister's house. Kobe 8, the one with the like all the
Stained glass
different...
window.
Is that what it's
Yep.
called? Yeah, black with all the different colors. All right.
That
Number
was a favorite.
4, Sean Cliver Dunk SB Low. I guess it's called Holiday Special, not Christmas. So
I got that on my list, but it sucks.
you own it.
You're right, and I skate in it.
Yeah,
You do?
rollerblade. You put your feet in those.
Put it on a skateboard.
Put those
I
in
ride it.
rollerblades.
And I got a very expensive skateboard.
No,
It's
you
carbon fiber. I'm serious.
You know, you got a longboard. Paul.
No, I don't.
I skate him. Yes, you skated with no socks on.
I did. I literally did. Well, I said the video. I literally skate with no socks on.
Number 3, LeBron 8 V2. Number 2, Concepts Dunk High Ugly Sweater Black Pair. And number 1, the most obvious shoe of all time, and might be the greatest shoe of all time, Grinch Kobe 6. There you go, Supreme Beanie Man.
I'm going to go next, and we'll let Ruby go last if she's the guest. Number 10, I got the Adidas 3 Derrick Rose, the Nightmare Before Christmas. I have an affinity for that sneaker. I always have. See them joints at Ross. I copped 2 pairs of them. So don't do that. That model of the Derrick Rose is fire. Now, if you look at the shoe, you couldn't tell it was Nightmare Before Christmas, but
Right.
I always like that shoe.
Yep.
Number 9, I got the Kobe 6 Reverse Grinch. It sucks, but God bless. What do you want from me, though?
The shoe at number 10 on my list I saw at Ross.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't have a lot of money. Number 8, I got the LeBron 9 Christmas. I mean, it was red and green laces. I had them. And LeBron 9s back in the day with jeans. Yeah, Wale had them too, which means if that matters to anybody anymore. Whoa, Wale had LeBron 9s?
Everybody
Where's my
was
eBay
wearing
account? Number 7, I got the Kobe 7 Leopards, which...
Oh, and Wale really set you off, huh?
It didn't set me off.
Right.
You know I'm a huge Wale fan. But the
No,
fact
you're
that
not.
y'all like, yo, bro, if Wale walked in or if Cousteau walked in,
said
what
that?
would you... You said that, Ruby. Did he say that?
Who said that?
He was talking about if Wale walked in and Sneaker Fetish walked in, who would you have a better conversation with?
Nobody
That's
said,
all he
hey,
said.
man, if Wale
That's
all
walked
he
in with
said.
Wale-
Change the question.
No, I did
and-
not.
and-
That's the
hold on.
same
what I said.
question
Hold on.
he said.
Hold on. No. And I
have
said,
selective
and I
hearing.
said,
You even did
I
the
hate
thing
even
like
talking about Sneaker Fetish Man this much, all right? Because he thinks that, like, if you talk about him, it matters. He's on the timeline 24/7. Is he a part of sneaker culture as of today? Yes. So if that's what he wants to hear, cool. If Sneaker Fetish walks in and Wale walked in, I would probably have a better conversation about sneakers with Sneaker Fetish.
No,
That's
you
what he
wouldn't.
had.
I would prefer.
Really?
No, you wouldn't.
Hold on. I would prefer to have a sneaker conversation with Wale.
Oh, so you answered the question finally.
Okay, cool.
I would prefer to.
Okay.
Congratulations.
But a better sneaker conversation today would be with the person who is
Okay.
enthralled in sneakers
No,
24/7.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
I can see that.
Do you know how easy it is to get burnt out talking to nerds? Yes,
All right.
you do because of where we work.
All right. Okay. What number did I let go from? Number 7, Kobe Leopard. All right. I had my 15 pairs of those. Dude acted like he needed one for his kid for Christmas at Nike Scottsdale. I said, you know what? I'm going to be a Christmas miracle. I gave him one, and I said, yo, let me get that later on. And he said no. And I thought I was about to scrabble up. He acted like he didn't know English when I asked him that. But God bless. Whatever. Number 6, I got the LeBron 10 Christmas. It's red. It's green. What do you want from me? All right. Did we have it? Yes. Did you have it,
exactly
Jordan?
like-
Yes.
looks
We
exactly
all
like
had
the
them.
9.
All right. Number 5, I got the LeBron 7 Christmas. I mean, I got that at the house. What do you want from me? What do you want
That's
from me? At
crazy.
least they're different models. At least they're different models. I didn't pick different colors of the same
Oh,
one.
they're one model. Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas is the model.
LeBron
It's like-
7 Christmas.
That's okay.
All right. Number 4, I got the Dunk Low SB Sean Cliver. It is tacky, okay? But I did everything in my power to get my hands on them. I copped. I wore them barefoot and skated and whatever.
Glad you wear your shoes.
I would.
I'm glad you're wearing your shoes.
It's been multiple Christmases. I haven't pulled them out again. All right. Blessed. All right. Number 3, I got the Kobe 8 Christmas stained glass. I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
And number 2, I got the Dunk SB Concepts gray, black, blue. I don't care what color the sweater is, but it's a good concept. It's fire. Good concept. Get it? Concepts. Fire. Dunk SB. Love it. Whatever. Hated it at the time. Didn't think much of it. But now today you go, snowman on a sneaker? Okay. I can see the vision here. And it's ugly. Whatever. Number 1, I got the Kobe 6 Grinch. I mean, what are you talking about here?
Yeah.
It's maybe the greatest basketball sneaker.
Yeah.
Maybe the greatest sneaker of all time. It's the greatest themed sneaker that has ever laced, hit a court, hit a shelf, hit a wall, hit a resale site. I don't care. It is the Kobe 6 Grinch, period. All right? And guess what? I don't got him. Guess who got him in this room? Both of you. All right?
I don't have them anymore.
Huh?
Yeah. Remember when I moved to Portland, all my Kobe's
Oh, that's
got
right.
stolen.
Gate.
Sad days. I wore them twice, and I bought, those are one of 2 shoes that I bought resale.
Scoot Henderson
Yeah.
stole them.
Crazy.
All right,
Crazy.
Ruby, what's your list?
Okay, I feel like a lot of it is the same for sure. There's only a few that I don't have that are different. Number 10, the NMD R1 Christmas.
The red and white one, right?
Yes.
It's actually a really good
It looks like
nice Christmas
candy
cake. It looks
cane.
like a candy cane.
Yes, for
does.
sure. Number 9, because I had the shoe and it was a gift, KD5 Christmas.
Ew. You know what that video
It was-
game one?
It was
I
a
know.
gift. It was a gift.
Don't do that.
Well, let me. Can I say what I
Don't
can
do that. Yeah, you gonna say Wale wore it because he did wear it, and that's the reason why I copped it.
Why do you keep saying that,
Because
man?
Wale wore the div. You brought up Wale.
I brought up many people. You got Wale stuck in your head apparently just because that man. No, as a matter of fact, I didn't bring up Wale. You brought up Wale first, talking about like panels and all that stuff. All I was the point I was trying to make is one person who's like knowledge you respect, and another person whose knowledge you don't respect, or you can substitute whatever you word for
I do
knowledge.
not respect it.
What are you talking
It's
about?
just a geek.
Who?
Fam,
Both of
let's
them.
go
The
to
other
list.
one?
Let me do the list. I gotta go home though. Let's do
All
it.
right.
All right. What are we on? 8. KD4 Christmas, the copper. That one is number 8.
And you got 5 at 9, KD 5 at 9, KD 4 at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even say what I was gonna say about that shoe.
Right. Which one? Oh, the copper. Or no, the
No,
KD,
the other
one.
the KD5?
Yeah, like obviously we both own them, and the model was horrendous because it was about as narrow as the tripod legs. But when you look at it like in actual pictures, that's the reason why we were trying to kind of sold on it in the first place. It actually looks decent in the picture.
Yeah.
But we know in reality that ain't the case. That's all I was gonna say.
It's fair. Oh, they were a gift for me, so I didn't pay for them. But I liked them. I wore them when I worked at Foot Locker. I wore them as a shoe. Number 7, DTLR 990 Festive. Have you seen that
I don't
one?
even know if I've seen it.
I'll show you a picture.
Is DTLR still even open? They get bought out by somebody?
I got bought out by Lids. Oh, you mean that fake Grinch?
That's actually
It's not
fire.
a fake Grinch.
You think
I like
everybody
them.
gets
Those
bought
are
out by
those are good
Lids.
ones.
I'm pretty sure Fanatics owns Lids.
I've seen that before, but yes, that's a Grinch.
Number 6, we got Kobe 7, the Supreme Christmas one.
The leopard.
The purple.
Yeah, the leopard.
Is it a leopard?
Purple
The
leopard.
purple.
leopard.
The
Yep.
purple with.
With the
That
little
was a good
booty
one.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Number 8. We got. Oh wait, number 6. Kobe 8, the stained glass one. For
Wait,
sure.
Are you on the right count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Yeah.
You didn't put numbers next to them?
No.
You should give that a shot.
Number 5. I had to list at least one of them, even though it's not considered a Christmas colorway. Cool Gray 11s. It is a Christmas shoe
Fine.
to me.
I mean, that's like when Greg made his Cowboys list and put cowboy boot on there and whatever that other thing was. I wear red Independence Days to the Cowboy game.
Right. This is a Christmas shoe to me, even though it's not Christmas colorway.
Buddy, and you mad about Wale, though.
Number 4, the Dr. Seuss Form Low Grinch.
Okay.
The green colorway, not the white and green. And then
For some reason, I was thinking you said Doc Martens. Dr. Seuss. I'm like, Doc Martens? What?
number 3 and 2, I think you're gonna hate me, but we always get into arguments about these. Number 3, the Air Max 95's ugly Christmas sweater.
95.
I think it's a kid shoe technically. Like
It is a
yes,
kid
I don't think
shoe.
it's a-
Oh.
They're all right. I mean, for a kid.
For a
It
kid.
should be. You should make
Yes,
like,
for a
stuff
kid,
Like that
yes.
for kids.
Oh my
Okay, that's
God.
fine. Now that
Such
you
a
put
hater.
it that way.
You're such a hater. Number 2,
actually looks
because
alright.
this is one of my favorite silhouettes. Air Max 90 Christmas sweater.
Those suck. That one sucks.
Is that's not
That's
the one
really
that's red and
high,
white?
Ruby.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really
But
high.
that's a silhouette for me.
I didn't know that was considered a sweater. I thought that was like candy cane or something.
No, it's
I know
a
it doesn't
Christmas
look
sweater.
like a candy cane.
Yeah, it's a Christmas sweater. The silhouette will always be one of my favorites. So I feel like that colorway will always be a top. And then number 1, the Kobe Grinches.
FYI, you got about 3 or 4 sneakers on your list that look like Grinches.
They all do.
990.
No one put reverse Grinch on their
DTLSRs.
list. Even
I
though,
did. I said reverse Grinch. That's
Did
number
you?
9.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that. I was gonna say, even though it's better than probably half the stuff we named.
I got reverse Grinch at number 9. It sucks.
It did, but it might be disrespected because
have
of
it.
how good the original is.
That's fine.
It may have gotten that like when the parent has their second kid and they love them but they don't like them because of how good the first kid is.
That's fair.
How you treat Cortez because you got a girl finally?
Dang.
Cortez is my favorite child.
No, he's not. Don't
Oh,
say
no.
that.
Cortez is my favorite child. 100%.
That's impossible.
Rocio knows that. Cortez is
Buddy,
my favorite, but Cruzy is my heart. She's my little everything.
Yeah.
She's your favorite.
No,
The way
Cortez
that
is my
you
favorite.
the way that you say their names.
He's a boy.
Oh,
All right, so you got to say a girl's name differently.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I mean,
Yeah, you
maybe
do.
now that he's old enough to like girls and stuff, cool.
No.
But when he was a kid, a
I
baby,
go, oh, my little Cruzy Pussy, I love her so much. And Cortez, that's my little man. That's my monster man.
look at your face. You look like you hate him. Wait till you see the camera tomorrow.
Ruby, you got anything else, son?
I
That's
thought you got
it.
to actually throw the pen, huh?
Appreciate you coming to this podcast. This podcast is stupid. What are you talking about?
For 3 hours we talked. So clearly we got a lot to talk about.
Don't look at me.
We'll be back in January for Sneaker Awards. And sneakers in December will qualify for Sneaker of the Year for 2024. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribes. Appreciate you, Ruby. Appreciate you, George. That's the Sneak This. Pow!